All the way over. Placement. Hug them. Commit. Nothing scraping, right? Placement. Hug them. Commit. So I'm using all the space. All of it. I'm going to come all the way up here. All the way up here. Nothing scraping. If I don't go over to the top, then I got to scrape. Placement. Hug them. Commit. Nothing changes. We good? All right, let's do it. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Better nice, I'm looking at the camera. Head and on, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you noticed by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Lieutenant. The name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And when I say your motorcycle, guys, I'm talking about whatever kind of motorcycle you ride. What we do on this channel is not just relating to bagger type motorcycles or heavy motorcycles. It's every kind of motorcycle. Anyway, before I get into all of that, guys, I want to welcome you to practice session number 77. Beautiful day here. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky. Sometimes that's not great, depending on how hot it's going to get. It's going to get pretty hot here today, but I am in North Carolina, Asheboro, North Carolina, to be specific. And to be more specific, I'm at Cox's Harley-Davidson. And again, I want to thank them. This is the second day that I'm here in a row. I was actually here last year as well, so I definitely want to thank them for allowing us to use their range to do the practice session. Just a wonderful dealership, and I love it here. It's like a remote area. It's not an area you would expect to find a Harley-Davidson dealership, but I love the approach to it, the road that's coming down. It's just nice, right next to the highway. People ride by, they honk their horns when we're out here, so it's a good vibe here. Good people that work here, so again, I appreciate them and I want to thank them. All right, so I'm expecting 4 people out here today, guys. And if you're unfamiliar with what we do out here, we do 13 different exercises. But the main thing we do is we focus on building confidence. All right, 'cause everything follows that. All right, there's 3 C's in Preloader Nation, and we're going to talk about that later when the participants get here. Confidence, control, and consistency. Those are the 3 C's of Preloader Nation. And confidence always is first because everything follows that, right? And that's what we're all about. Here's what we don't do here on this channel. Negativity of any kind. No arrogance, no judgment, no name calling, no bullying, no macho crap, none of that, because we want to learn. And people are already intimidated by the motorcycle. They don't need to also be intimidated by the person trying to help them learn how to ride the motorcycle. So that's what we do here. It's an each one teach one environment, nothing but positivity. And I love all of my preloaders and V.I.Preloaders. And if you are not a preloader, and if you don't know what a preloader is somebody that's subscribed to this channel, and they are dedicated to being proficient in slow speed motorcycle riding skills. That's it. You got those 2 things, you're a preloader. Speaking of preloaders, when the preloaders and V.I.Preloaders get here, we're going to get them on camera. We're going to talk to them, find out who they are, where they're from, what they're riding today, how long they've been riding a motorcycle. More important to me, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding. And you're going to always, for the most part, 9 times out of 10, that number is going to be, it's not even going to be close. If somebody says they've been riding 20 years, some people say they'll never practice this. So it's not a surprise when I hear that, but I commend them for being here because it's never too late to start. Well, it's too late if you're laying in the hospital bed, you know, and something serious happens. We don't want that, but you know what I mean. I don't care how long you've been riding. It's never too late to say, all right, I've been doing it wrong for a long time. I've been intimidated by this bike for a long time. I want to be the boss now. I want to learn. And that's why people come out here and learn. Or even if they don't come out here, they watch the videos and they go out and they practice on their own, which is an option. That's why these videos are so beneficial. They help people all over the world to actually learn how to ride these motorcycles properly. All right, guys, enough talking. Let's do it. What's your name?
Greg.
Greg, where you from?
Charlotte.
Okay, Charlotte what?
North Carolina.
Gotcha.
About an hour and a half from here.
Okay, cool. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
About 5-6 years.
Good. What are you riding today?
It's a BMW R18B.
What year is that?
It's a 22.
And guys, this motorcycle, this is the first BMW R18 motorcycle that I have at a practice session. So I'm looking forward to this, and I'm very happy that he's already took the precautions by protecting the motorcycle, engine guard, saddlebag guard. You put that on yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. So kudos to you, man. And this bike has adaptive cruise control. I mean, it's definitely one of the features of this BMW that I was always like, wow. If you know another motorcycle that's got adaptive cruise control, put it in the comment section. But to my knowledge, BMW is the only one doing that. More important to me, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Honestly, within the last week.
Okay, good, good. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
I'll say 1.
A 1.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Likewise.
What's your name?
Ray.
Ray, where you from?
Solid City.
North Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Since about April 26th.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So a little less than 2 months.
Okay, cool. What are you riding today?
I'm on the 23 Indian Chief Dark Horse.
Okay, good. Beautiful motorcycle. Good job on the handlebars and the exhaust. It looks really nice. And I like the front rim on this bike too. And that's stock?
It is.
The front rim is stock. Okay, good. All right, more importantly to me, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
1 day.
1 day, good. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
3.
3. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Me too.
What's your name?
Stacy King,
Stacy, where you from?
Durham, North Carolina. About an hour and a half away.
Hour and a half. Okay, good.
Give or take.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
2.5 years.
What are you riding today?
2008 Star Stratoliner.
Ah, yes. Looks like an El Dorado, man. The motorcycle is cool and it's perfect for this guy. You're going to see, well, before I even, blah, blah, blah. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
2.5 years, give or
Look
take.
at that. So pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's going to show, guys. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what would you give yourself a rating
All
of?
right, I'll give you a little bit today. I'm going to go with a 6 today.
Thank you. Give me a little bit. You guys are going to see he's still sandbagging. And not only is he a V.I.Preloader, but what's your license plate say on the motorcycle?
It says preloader.
Oh, my God, man. It's just awesome, awesome. And I don't even know what to say. When he first sent me this, guys, I got preloader on my bike too, but I think his state allows more letters than mine, so it just looks better. Anyway, good to see you as always, man.
Thank you. Always good.
All right. What's your name?
Blaze Mwanda,
Where you from, Blaze?
Wake Forest, North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh.
How far is that from here?
Ooh, about an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
How long you been riding a motorcycle?
About 2 years.
Good. What are you riding today?
Harley Davidson Road King 2021.
Good, okay. Now, more important to me, how long you been practicing slow speed riding?
Probably the last 3 months since I
Okay.
started watching you. Yeah.
Good, good. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
I'm probably like a 6.
Okay, 6 is
Yeah.
actually very good.
Okay.
Good to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
All right. Morning, guys. Welcome to practice session number 77. Yeah, don't feel bad. They had to help me out yesterday. I didn't know what the hell number it was. Okay. Anybody have a problem being on YouTube? No? Good. You do. Okay. Well, you don't. Your wife does. Well, no, you do too. Your wife told you. Okay. Well, I don't know what you want to do about that. Wear a mask. I'm kidding, man. All right. Anybody nervous today? Okay, good. And again, that's perfectly normal. But it's important that you know there's no pressure here today. I mean, like zero pressure. You'll be creating your own pressure, right? We're going to be doing 13 things out here today. Doesn't mean you have to do 13 things. If you're not comfortable doing something, you don't have to do it. It's that simple. And although these exercises build on one another, at least as far as I'm concerned, difficulty-wise, we all learn differently. So just because one might give you a problem doesn't mean three will. You know what I mean? But I'm not telling you to just totally say, I'm not going to do that because I'm not comfortable. I do want you to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And with that being said, this is not a competition, right? Nothing out here is spec'd like that. So, and it's an each one teach one environment as well. We have all different skill levels out here. This guy's an MSF instructor. These two guys, they're not only V.I.Preloaders, but they're bosses and sandbaggers when it comes to rating themselves. So all different skill levels. So it's each one teach one, and that includes me. If you know something, please, by all means, share it. If you have a question, ask it. There's no such thing as a silly question. The whole world is watching behind that camera, right? So somebody out there, trust me, they don't have the luxury of being here to ask that question. So if you're thinking about it, ask it, okay? All right. Everybody know what's going to happen if they squeeze this front brake during a slow speed maneuver, right? 10 push-up penalty, right? All right, it's voluntary. Don't worry about it. And it's not about the push-ups. I don't give a damn how they look. It's about what the push-ups represent. We're out here trying to break bad habits and instincts, right? So that's what that's about. If you put your foot down today, if you feel a bike falling and you put a foot out, that's it. I want to really raise that to a 50 push-up penalty because, I mean, yesterday, every time you put your foot down, you're playing Russian roulette with your foot and your ankle. Every time. And if it doesn't catch it, just wasn't a bullet in the chamber. Yesterday, 2 people got grazed by a bullet, so to speak. I mean, I'm always right there looking at it. And I'm like, ah! Stop putting your foot down. And I don't want people to think, I'm not yelling at you guys today. If I'm speaking loudly, I want you to hear me over your engines, okay? Speaking of your engines, I want you guys to be listening to it today. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that I fully expect you not to give me what I'm asking for when it comes to certain things. So when I tell you, turn your head and your eyes and keep them turned, I expect you to keep looking down at my cones. Fine. When I tell you don't put your foot down, I expect you to put your foot down, right? Because again, this shit's not gonna happen overnight, right? That's why we practice. We have to build muscle memory. Any military here? Thank you for your service. Law enforcement? Prior? Yeah, thank you for your service. So we understand the concept of repetition equals retention and building muscle memory. That's what this is all about, guys. So if you practice once every month, I'm gonna let you know it's not enough, right? Once you get all of this stuff and you build muscle memory, yeah, now you could probably do it once a month and you'll be fine. But it's still a perishable skill, simple as that, right? And the goal is to raise your confidence levels so that not only will you be safer, you'll enjoy riding more. I'm guaranteeing you that with your money back, all right? Guaranteeing you're gonna enjoy it way more. All right, also, this is gonna give us more options out there. And it starts right here too. Like sometimes, just like with the motorcycles right here. And if I tell you guys, all right, do me a favor, just put your motorcycle over here. Depending on your skill level, it's gonna determine the options just to do that. And if your skill level is low, your option is gonna be duck walk or whatever the hell it's gonna be. We're not duck walking out here today, guys. All right? No push-ups for that. Matter of fact, Jose said, when he first got here, he said, let me get my duck walking out of the way right now. And he parked his bike. So I don't want you guys to feel, I'm never gonna look down at you for duck walking your bike. I don't do that. I just want you to recognize that if you're doing that, you need practice because that's not what these things are designed. They're not designed to ride like that, right? You just took an MSF course recently, right? No? I'm sorry. Last year. How about you?
I took mine in
2019, okay. So now in the MSF course, we had somebody here yesterday that told me he just took the course and they tell you to duck walk the motorcycle in that course. And it was so hard for him to comprehend that because he doesn't even have a motorcycle yet. But he's been watching these videos for so long that he didn't want to do it, right? So all I want you to take away from that is if that's what they're having you do as a brand new rider, and years later you're still doing that, you have not grown at all nor do you actually know how to operate one of these things at slow speeds. So I want to give people all different perspectives to make them know how important this is, what we're doing out here. It's not just, it is fun. And with that being said, please don't be tough on yourselves out here, right? Don't get frustrated. I asked everybody, how long have you been practicing? Most people haven't been practicing for that long. So if you're not practicing for long periods of time, you haven't earned the right to be frustrated yet, right? You do a lot of practicing and you're not getting it, all right, then you can start getting a little frustrated. But if something happens today and you don't understand why it happened, please ask questions, okay? Because when you leave here today, the goal, I asked all you guys to give yourself a rating. The goal is to increase that number. I don't care if it's a percentage of an increase. Small steps, baby steps. And sometimes just having a better understanding of what needs to be done, that's progress. We're always looking for progress, okay? All right. Any questions about that? Beautiful. Do we all understand, this question is always comical to me a little bit. Do we all understand what keeps these motorcycles up at slow speeds? Let me rephrase. Does anybody not know what keeps the motorcycle up at slow speeds? All right, good. So everybody knows how to keep the motorcycle up at slow speeds. How do we do that?
Engine, power.
Power to the rear wheel. We know that. So because we all know that, I know for a fact nobody's going to put their foot out when the bike is falling today. Am I correct? And that's why I say the question's kind of comical, because it's one of those things where what's stronger, our knowledge or our instincts, right? And it's our instincts until we practice and practice so we can replace that. We know what to do, but what we feel is going to take that over. So that's why that word feel is so important. Feelings, you don't forget your happiest, saddest, maddest moments. That's why if you want somebody to remember something, tie an emotion to it. So we have to tie the emotion of fear to this, not this. And the only way we're going to do that is practice. Now, again, we all learn differently. Some of us might gravitate to this very quickly. I'm going to tell you right now, it took me time, but it also took me time seeing stuff. Like in motorcycle school, seeing a guy fall on his motorcycle in an exercise and just keep his feet on the footboards. And he was just sitting like this. That's when I got over the fear of the bike's going to fall on me. I got engine guards. I got saddlebag guards. I'm good. But as time went on, I started to learn that when I feel that feeling, all I have to do is open up my clutch and it's gonna help. So I'm gonna give you guys a guarantee. Listen up, because this involves your money. I'm guaranteeing that if you provide sufficient power to the rear wheel of your motorcycle, it will not fall today. Guaranteed or your money back. I love giving that guarantee because I'm never gonna have to return anybody's money. It's not my opinion, right? It's a fact. And no matter how far that bike is falling, you can always correct it by giving it power. Because with power, it is designed to stand up and go straight. That's what it wants to do. It's a gyroscopic machine. It always wants to do that, right? And we're going to talk about that throughout the day. Questions? Beautiful. All right. First thing I want to talk to you guys about, because it's the first thing we're going to be doing out here, is starting and stopping your motorcycle. And I've had people say, wait a minute, you call this an advanced riding class and you're going over starting and stopping? Well, in my opinion, what makes something advanced is very few people are proficient at it. Starting and stopping is one of them, right? Everything we're doing out here, very few people are proficient at it. That's why we're out here. So I commend you all for being out here. So we're going to talk about stopping first. It's something we all do no matter how long we've been riding. No matter if you're riding your light bike or your heavy bike, you're stopping. So we should be great at it. But if we don't know the proper techniques to use, every stop is an adventure. And I often say, this is the only vehicle on the planet that people's heart rates go up the slower they go. So, and we want to change that, right? We want to change that. So, if I'm bringing my motorcycle to a stop, a lot of the times I'll pull in the clutch and just let it coast. First gear, but I'm coasting, and I can come to a nice easy stop. But sometimes when I'm stopping and I'm slowing down, my handlebars start to do this. And I find that a lot of motorcycle riders, the way they stop is, as soon as they feel the feeling of falling, time to stop, front brake. And that's why you see an abrupt stop, you see feet coming out. All right, so we're not doing that today. Today, your goal, all day today, and once you leave here, when you stop your motorcycle, your goal is to stop like this or like this. That's it. This or like this. Nice and smooth. That's your goal, and this is an important goal because, again, if you're stopping any other way, at that moment, you're not in full control of the motorcycle. You're letting the bike be the boss. When we need to be the boss and control this motorcycle from start to stop, and I'm talking about from the last inch of the stop. Now, I'm not telling you that every now and then it's not going to happen where you lose your balance a little bit. We're still on 2 wheels, but it should be far and few between, right? Far and few between, okay? So if I want to stop my motorcycle smoothly when it starts going like this, how do I deal with that? You know what that means? That's Control-Alt-Delete. You just had a Control-Alt-Delete moment. Now go ahead, go ahead, yeah. The question is, oh, it's like Family Feud. Repeat the question. If I want to bring the motorcycle to a smooth stop, even though my handlebars are starting to go like this, how do I do that?
I would bring in the clutch.
You would pull in the clutch? Okay. And do you agree with that answer? What would you do? It starts to, yeah, the handlebars start to go like this. Remember, your motorcycle without power.
I would release the clutch, give it more power so it can straighten out,
Uh-huh.
and then come to a more controlled stop.
There you go. There you go. But I'm glad you gave that answer because that's my point. If your motorcycle's coming to a stop and you start feeling like that, if you don't know what to do, which most motorcycle riders don't, that's when you see time to stop, front brake. So what he said is he's going to go back into the friction zone because, again, if we feel, uh-oh, the answer is power. We don't need speed, we need power, right? But at the same time, rear brake, so he can come to a smooth stop. So sometimes I'll come to a stop and you'll hear my RPMs elevated, and you'll hear it elevated all the way until I get ready to put my foot down. Then I pull a clutch in, right? So, and what most people do, one of 2 things when people feel uh-oh. Either they pull a clutch in or they open the clutch up. And we see that a lot. Right turns, left turns from a stop. They go to make that turn. Uh-oh, pull it in, bike's gonna fall. Open it up, bike's gonna fly, right? So all day today, guys, 3 C's in Preloader Nation. 3 C's.
Yeah, consistency is the first one I can think of.
Okay. Confidence. Anybody know another one? Control. All right, confidence, control, and consistency. Confidence is always first because everything follows that. Control is important, and I want you guys to be in control all day of your motorcycle for the most part, okay? And then consistency, and the consistency refers to if I turn your head and your eyes, consistently look where you're going, keeping your throttle loaded, that's being consistent, and practicing. I need you to practice consistently, okay? So, we talked about stopping, and I'll do a demonstration for you guys with the stopping, coming to a smooth stop, boom. And that's important because, so we were out in Tennessee on a ride. We went down the wrong road and now we have to make a U-turn. And man, I'm telling you, I love this. The preloaders and the V.I.Preloaders are like this. U-turn time. You know, it's like anything else, man. When you learn something new, especially something that you can display to people, you want to flex it. You want to put it into practice, especially since it wasn't a regular U-turn. We were on a road that was gravelly. So now we have to do it straight up, right? I've done a video on that. That's what exercise number 4 is all about. No big deal. Man, other people were panicking. You could see the differences, right? That's why when we left on that group ride, I surrounded myself with preloaders. I feel a little bit better that way, right? Actually, I feel a lot better. So if we have to stop on a road like that, it doesn't have to be a lot of gravel. It could just be a little pebbly, whatever. If you're stopping like this, that's when we can get hurt and stuff like that. But if you're always in the habit of stopping like this, you're going to be less concerned. And I'll give you another example. Pete, he was here yesterday. He might be stopping by today. And I just learned this. Pete had knee replacement surgery or something like that. So I think for like a year or 2, he was on a trike. And I didn't know that. And in his mind, this is it for him. He's riding a trike because the doctor told him, you know, you can't be putting a lot of pressure like this. And in his mind, when he rode a motorcycle, that's how he stopped. So this is what I mean when I say options. So his option is, I can't ride anymore because that's how you stop. He started watching my videos, and then it gave him enough confidence to go out and buy a motorcycle, which he did. And now he has an even larger motorcycle. And when he stops his motorcycle, So now there's no pressure on his knees, right? Options, I love them, options. Okay, so let me get my bike. I want to show you how I stop, but it's not just about the stopping, it's also about the starting. 5 steps that I want you guys to follow all day today. And every day, you know, by the end of the day or by midday, some people go like this to my steps. Screw your steps, I'm not going to do them. And that's fine. But I do realize, I notice that people start running into problems when they don't follow the 5 steps. And I'm talking about before you move the motorcycle, 5 steps. Give me one. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. That's always step number 1. I know you got a fancy Indian, and it shows you already. Do it anyway. You might have to downgrade one day. Step number 2. Step number 2. Cover the rear brake. That's always step number 2. And we cover it. I think you could cover this, meaning covering it means I want you to rest your foot on it. I think you can rest your foot on this brake without applying it. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know about the BMW, but rest your foot on the brake. We do that because I meant to tell you guys, take your egos and leave them in the grass. We're not going to need them today until you leave. I say that because, again, there's no macho crap here. We're here to learn. But I'm going to call you guys ballet dancers. Don't get offended by it. Leave the egos over there. Because we're going to move today with grace and fluidity on your motorcycle. Right? Don't get off the motorcycle and start doing this. That's not what I'm talking about. On the motorcycle. So it's important that we understand that we don't need large movements to do anything out here today. Everything is small increments of movements. Rear brake, throttle, clutch. So what I find, like yesterday, there was a guy doing exercise number 4 and he's making a turn and I'm looking at his clutch hand going like this. Like there should never be a reason for your hand to be doing this on your clutch. Not that I could think of. And what do you think his bike's doing? All right? All right, we don't want a bull ride. We don't want a mechanical bull out here today. So with that being said, we cover the rear brake because if we need it today, which you will, we can apply gentle pressure. It's important that I tell you guys, your rear brake and your throttle work together in harmony. Don't make them fight. How do you make them fight? Too much rear brake. You're making it fight. That's when you run into clutch problems. Outside of that, everybody here has a wet clutch, I believe. You have a dry clutch. So the motorcycle is designed to be ridden in the friction zone. Okay? We got to take it easy with that. All right? So keep in mind, light pressure. Remember, your rear brake is to provide control and correction. And by correction, I mean sometimes I'm in the friction zone and I might be doing I'm good going around in a U-turn, in a circle. And then I might see that I'm going a little bit too fast. Sometimes just pulling the clutch in is not, I need to slow down immediately. Rear brake. But when I say rear brake, I could just tap it. It'll put me where I need to be. Now I'm good. But sometimes you drag the rear brake. And by dragging it, I mean you put light pressure on it and you hold it there. Just like if you want your car to move forward, automatic transmission, you pick your foot up a little bit and the car's moving. You're dragging the rear brake of that car. Pick it up more, it's going to go faster. That's the same thing you're doing on your motorcycle. But when people get nervous, they're like this. You know, nice and easy. And if I see it or smell it, I'm going to let you know. It's too much rear brake. Take it easy on the rear brake. Step number 3, you said it. Preload your throttle and keep it loaded. So again, depending on what your motorcycle sounds like, I want you to concentrate today. Once you preload, it's always one person. Who was it yesterday? Lee. Lee was acting like I was charging him for the RPMs. Like he would not get, I'm like, please, preload. That's it, that's all you're getting, buddy. Right? We want to, the first 5 things that we're doing out here today, no lean of the motorcycle. So that gives us time to get our preload up, get that straightened out, rear brake, all this other stuff. Because if we don't get that stuff straightened out, going straight, once we start leaning and you do it, that's when you run into problems. Also, whatever you do in this parking lot, you're going to do it out there too, right? So head and eyes is one of those things. I know you're going to do it out there. So that's why I'm going to harp on it today, okay? Preload your throttle, keep it loaded. If you open up your clutch, no preload, and you keep opening it up, what's going to happen? Bike is sitting, what do you say?
From a stop.
From a stop.
Down.
It's gonna stall, right? So just so you guys are clear what I'm talking about. The motorcycle's sitting still, no preload. You just open up the clutch, it starts to move, it's gonna stall, right? And that's because Once your motorcycle starts to enter the friction zone, now it's engaging. Once it engages, it's using that, so it's gonna slow down your RPMs. So when you preload your throttle, let's suppose you say, I'm not gonna give you a lot, I'm just gonna give you a little bit. Even when you preload, when you open your clutch, you're gonna hear it go down because now it's letting you know I'm in the friction zone now. So that's why I say preload. I'm not saying be at 3,000, but be high enough so that if it does go down, you're still good. If you give it a little and it goes down, that's when you run into problems. And your goal is to keep it steady. If it's on an EKG, I want a flat line. That's the goal. If I hear your throttle going, glug, 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 I'm gonna tell you it's too low. Now, that's not the issue with this or that, or maybe even with the Harleys, it's gonna let you know by sound and feel that it's about to shut off. But people are so nervous, they don't feel it and they don't hear it, but I do, so I'll let you know. Anyway, when you preload your throttle, step number 4 is slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Slowly. If I release my clutch slowly, the bike's gonna start off slowly, right? So when we do the starts and stops, I'm looking for that too. Every time you guys take off, I'm listening to your throttle. I want you taking off smooth, stopping smooth. We're gonna have full control of the motorcycle. If you take off like this, you're letting the motorcycle take over. I want you to be in control. So when you take off, immediately your handlebars might start doing this. And that's fine, that's what I wanna see. I want you to be comfortable in that speed range, in the friction zone. Oh man, I love living in the friction zone. I love it. I wanna move to Friction Zone Boulevard. I haven't found it yet, right? But anyway, my point is, yes, I want you to be comfortable, and that's what we're gonna be going over in that exercise. If you take off too quickly, too abruptly, I'm gonna call you on it and say, take off smoothly, take off slower. There should be very little compression of your front suspension. Take off, stop. Now you're gonna be taking off between cone to cone, and I don't want your front wheel to pass the cone. So this is also about being situationally aware of where your motorcycle is. So Andy's got these big ass bags on his motorcycle. He's got to be a little bit more aware of where the motorcycle is, right? Start, stop. And because I'm letting you know where you're stopping, it's not a surprise. So there's no reason why you should stop like this. But I've learned that with motorcycle riders, there's no in between. It's no break, break. No in between. And that's because in between is Borsville. I'll call it that, Borsville. The bosses live in between. And that's where we're gonna live, okay? Step number 5, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your left foot. Why not the right foot? That's right, because it's covering the rear brake. And that means when I say as soon, I mean as soon. I feel movement, don't jerk it up, just pick it up. Don't do this. I see it all the time. They're gonna keep that foot on the ground as long as possible. We already all agreed that power is gonna make sure it doesn't fall. So if it's moving, it's under power. Don't worry about it, you're fine. And if you feel like it's still falling, you just need to give it a little bit more power. But we're not trying to go fast, so we cover the rear brake, okay? Questions? All right, let me get the bike. Just gonna show you a quick stopping, smoothly, starting, stopping, and then we'll start. All right, my clutch is all the way in. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. So what this is also about is it's coordination. A lot of motorcycle riders, they're out of coordination, and that's why the stop is like, oh, soon as they feel falling, it's panic, put the foot down. This also applies coming out of a turn. If I'm coming out of a turn, remember guys, don't stop with the handlebars turn today. When you're stopping your motorcycle, make sure you straighten out the handlebars. And the way we do that is we stay in the friction zone, friction zone, straighten out, straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. And when I feel like my balance is okay, that's when I squeeze the clutch in. I finish off the rear brake, boom. Because the braking is progressive. Brake, 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 brake. And I might keep it here until I'm actually ready to stop, and then all of a sudden, brake, boom. That's how we're gonna do it. So if I'm coming out of a turn, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Straighten out, rear brake, boom. Right? That's where that skill comes in handy. You ask most motorcycle riders to straighten out the handlebars coming out of a turn. It's not gonna happen. See, none of this stuff happens unless you're comfortable riding in the friction zone. So we're doing this warm-up exercise, and I call it that. I should rename it and call it, this is probably the most important exercise we're gonna do out here today. You get comfortable with that, everything else is gonna get a little bit easier. You'll see what I'm talking about. Questions? Oh, shit, now. How do I get out of this conundrum? Options. I'm gonna turn the handlebars before I start moving. And everything else stays the same. Follow the first 5 steps, first gear. I'm covering the rear brake. Preload. I'm going to slowly release the clutch. As soon as it starts to move, pick up my foot. In this case, I'm turning, so head and eyes. Short starts and stops, guys. Head and eyes straight ahead. Take off nice and easy, head and eyes straight ahead. That's how your foot comes down. Yeah, that's fine. Make sure you stop at the cone. Don't let your front wheel pass the cone. Head and eyes straight ahead. Nice. One more. So easy he takes off. And he's got a push down on your motorcycle on the front. Yeah, he's got a much softer suspension, and even his suspension is not compressing at all. Good job, Andy. And that's what I want. Even with that soft front suspension, I want to stop nice and smooth. Now we got Stacy here. All right. Nice. So smoothly takes off, and as soon as he starts to move, see his handlebars swaying back and forth? That's him working it out. That's when you know you're not going really fast, because if you go fast, your handlebars are going to go straight. And guys, if you don't think this is a classy guy, you saw that nice leather hat. Even the side of this helmet looks the same color. The boots. Stacy's a classy guy, man. Good job, Stacy. All right, we got Dave here. All right. Reload. Good. Friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. All right, take off a little bit slower. I want you to rely a little bit more on the friction zone. So keep it in the friction zone a little bit longer. Rear brake, same time. Good, good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. All right, so see, you're still, when you feel falling, that foot jumps down. Nice and easy. Let the friction zone keep it up. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. Do that again. Good, 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 good. All right, so right there, that's a coordination thing, because I hear you have the RPMs raised, but then you put your foot down before you're not putting enough pressure on the rear brake to stop it completely. Give me another one. Good, preload, foot up, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Good job, Dave. He's gonna give me another one. Yeah, okay. And I told him I wanted him to work on that today, because I noticed that whenever he stops, he's stopping abruptly, because when he feels falling, like I said, time to stop. But no, we're here to be the boss. All right, remember, don't pass the cone with your front wheel. Reload. Foot up. Good, good, good. All right. See where that cone is? So if it's right next to you, that means your front wheel's all the way up here. Stop it right at the front wheel. All right, we're still passing it, but you're getting better. Preload. Nice and easy. Foot up. Good. Rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, yeah, so that's one of those instances where you felt falling and you said time to put the foot down. Stay in the friction zone. Use the rear brake. Good, 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 good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Do that again. Good. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Rear brake, rear brake. Stay in the friction zone. There we go. Good job, man. Yeah, if you stay in the friction zone all the way until the end, the motorcycle will be more stable all the way until the end. But if you pull the clutch in early, yeah, you're going to feel falling. Very nice. Very nice. Go a little bit slower. There we go. Very nice. Nice. One more. Preload is nice. Head and eye straight ahead. Very nice. Excellent, man. Excellent. You're good. Excellent job. Good. Covering the rear brake. Preload's a little low. All right, good. Next cone. All right, your preload's low. Give me a little more preload. It's low. It's a little more. Good. Keep it there. Good, 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 good. All right, one more. Nice and slow. Stay slow. Good, 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 good. All right, good job. So I got chug-a-lug from him. I don't want it, but we'll see what's going on. Right now, he seems fine with it. All right, next cone, take off nice and slow. Head and eye straight ahead. All right, nice stop. A little slower. If you notice, your handlebars are straight the whole way. That lets you know you're going fast enough to do that. A little slower. Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I didn't say stop. Good, good, good. There we go. Smooth stop. Good. Give me another one. Good, good, good. Nice and easy on that rear brake. So if you notice, your motorcycle's going like this. Because you're going like this with your foot. Just drag it, drag it, drag it. All right, one more. Oh yeah, much better. Smooth stop. Woo! Good job, brother. All right, guys, I say it often, but I'm gonna always say it because it holds true. This exercise is so important regarding you being comfortable on your motorcycle in the friction zone at slow speeds, right? And we're doing, forget about 1 to 10 miles per hour. We're like 1 to 3 miles per hour, really less than 3, like 1 to 2.5. All right, we're gonna talk about it and then we'll move on to exercise number 1, stops and starts. So some of you guys, that was actually really good. It was really good. But like I was telling Dave, you, yeah, I think that was it. The issue you guys were having was that coordination thing. Everything was fine. And then at the end, when it was time to stop, you just weren't giving enough pressure on the rear brake. And then when you see, oh shit, I'm supposed to stop, now you apply that last bit and the bike goes like this. And then the foot comes down. When really it's just a gradual application. Also, what Dave was doing is, as he's coming up to stop, he was pulling the clutch in too early. As soon as you pull the clutch in at that speed, the bike's gonna want to fall. You're gonna feel falling, and that's why he kept stopping like this. I told him, stay in the friction zone all the way until you stop. Again, we're going very slow. That's not making it fight. All right, you don't need a lot of brake pressure at that speed to stop the bike. Because once you know you're getting ready to put your foot down, now you're gonna slowly pull the clutch in, but at the same time, brake, 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 brake. Boom. Nice and easy. You're only gonna stay in the friction zone as long as you need to. Remember, being the boss of the motorcycle is knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it based on what you feel, what you see. Yes, Pete. I started to say what you smell, but that doesn't really apply. It could. I could come up with some scenario to make it apply. But other than that, excellent, excellent. What's going on, Pete?
How you doing, sir?
I can't stress this enough, guys. The next exercise we're going to do, which is exercise number 1, is stopping and starting. This is not emergency braking. I say it all the time. It's not about speed. This is you approaching a stop sign. Not a stop sign you didn't know about. You know it's there. You know you're going to stop. So all this exercise is you stopping at that stop sign. But it's you coming out of speed. Speed could be 20 miles per hour. I want you to be in second gear, right? And I only want you to be in second gear because I want you to be accustomed to downshifting while you're braking. And in this exercise, I want you to brake with your front brake or both brakes initially. Now, why am I asking you to touch the front brake? I thought I said no front brake. That's right, because you're going about 20, 25 miles per hour. You really want to stop one of these things, you need to brake, right? Brake, 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 brake. Downshift to first gear. When you get to me, I'm the stop sign. How I wanted you to stop there, that's how you stop it. That or that. Nice and smooth, right? Now in that stop, again, you shouldn't be stopping like this because again, you knew the stop sign was there. It's not a surprise. You don't have to speed up to it. Nice and easy, okay? Is everybody clear on the exercise? Yeah? We're gonna do it over there. You guys are gonna be down there and you're gonna ride toward me. I gotta stop giving people so much space. That's what it is. We're motorcycle riders. We see space, we're gonna throttle it. All right, guys, exercise number 1, stops and starts. Like butter. And we got Stacy. Beautifully done, Stacy, beautifully done. And these guys are coming faster than I need them to come, but their practice, everybody's goals are different out here practicing. That's 10 push-ups. Do it again. Transition. Don't come that fast. You won't feel the pressure to do that. And that's what I'm talking about. See, he's coming so fast that if you're coming out of a lot of speed and it's like an emergency braking situation, you ain't doing no transition. You're just gonna stay on the front brake all the way to the end. Good job, man. But that's why I told them I want them to approach nice and easy. It's a stop sign, you know it's there. You're not gonna accelerate heavy like this to a stop sign, normally. Good job, brother, really good job. And he was coming at a good clip of speed. But see, he's got his coordination together. Clearly, you can see that. You have to if you're going to do that transition. Ten push-ups. You're on the front brake the whole time. Remember, you throw the transition. Right before you're going to stop, no front brake, rear brake only. Try it again. Preload. Good job, man. I saw his fingers on the front brake, grab it off. I don't want people to be hesitant to grab it. If it makes sense to use it, use it. I'm saying grab it, I mean squeeze it. All right, now that time, did you use the front brake at all?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good job.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah.
Let out on it, just have my fingers still resting on it.
Good job. All right. Good. All right. You're still on the front brake the whole time. Yeah, one finger on it the whole time, like this, holding it in. When you're supposed to transition right at the end, off of the front brake, finish it off with the rear. Don't worry about it, we'll get it. You can park. All right, guys, I'm gonna clear up some stuff with them, and some of it might be my bad, so I wanna make it clear. And I'm gonna blame Andy. All right, guys, just to make sure I wanna make sure I didn't screw you guys. Did I let you guys know that I want you, yeah, I did. Transition off the front brake, rear brake only to finish off the stop. Right, that's what I wanted you to do. So I am gonna blame my ambassador because he's going first. So if what you see him do, you guys are gonna feel, hey, that's what I'm supposed to do. So he's coming so fast that all you guys are coming fast. And again, we all have different, we have different goals practicing. His goals are different. So if he's coming out of speed, that's fine. His stop is still smooth because he's coordinated. But when Dave did it, if you're coming out of speed and you need to stop with urgency, you're not going to do that transition crap. You're going to stay on the front brake the whole time and stop. And that's what Dave did. And I told him it's because you're coming too fast. Remember, I'm a stop sign. You know I'm here. You guys are accelerating to a stop sign, like over accelerating. When you just needed to downshift, come to it nice. I just want you to practice stopping at a smooth, you know. So that's what I wanted you guys to do. I'm trying to get you accustomed to transitioning from the front brake to the rear brake only. And that transition happens, it depends on you, between 1 and 10 miles per hour. But for me, a lot of times, it might happen right before I put my foot down. So I'm going like 1.5 miles per hour, and that's when I do the transition. The point is I want you to transition, because can I stop my motorcycle smoothly with just the front brake? Yes. But if I don't have enough practice under my belt, because remember, we practice for uh-oh. When uh-oh happens, if all I'm accustomed to doing is this, that's what I'm going to do. And that's when we have accidents at slow speeds, because we grab the front brake. When if we already know I'm going slow, oh crap, rear brake. Okay? All right, that's what that exercise is all about. It's covering downshifting, transitioning, right? It's like anything else. Once you actually know what you're doing, now you can start modifying stuff. But for the most part, just follow the steps here. Now, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I say this all the time. If you're doing something and it's working, continue to do it. But if I see that it might cause an issue, I'll introduce something else to you, and it's up to you to decide whether you're going to use it or not. Any questions? Beautiful. All right. Moving on. Exercise number 2, the slow ride. Right? Some of you guys, we were already kind of doing it, but I had you stopping. Start, stop, start, stop. Slow ride, to me, is a little bit easier because once the bike starts moving, you just have to maintain it. What people really struggle with is that initial start and that initial stop. So I'm going to walk aside you. You guys are going to ride at my walking pace. Don't pass me. All right? And I'm going to ask you at some point, come to a smooth stop. We're always going to be practicing smooth stops. All right? And when I ask you to do it, don't feel compelled to go and stop right there. Get all your shit together. Do what you got to do so that you can come to a nice smooth stop. Right? Nice and easy. Okay? Questions? All right, I forgot to tell you guys. I want you to ride to me at a normal speed, come to a stop. Then we'll do the slow ride. All right? And Andy, come over here. All right, ready? Let's do it, slow speed champ. Come to a smooth stop. Good job. You know what? Park over here. All right, ready? Do it. Think so. Come on. Good. So its throttle is always nice and smooth. It's not obnoxious. Come to a smooth stop. Good job. Nice stop. Ready? Okay. All right, let's do it. Smooth stop. All right, so that time you kind of jutted out, and then you were a little bit past me, and you notice your handlebars are straight as an arrow. So, but good job. All right, we got Jose here, R18, BMW. First one here, ever. All right, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. That's 10 push-ups. All right, so remember, right there you felt, oh crap, the bike's going where I don't want it to go. How do you handle that?
I was supposed to let go of the clutch, release the clutch, and give it more preload.
Yep, just we'll go back into the friction zone, that's it. Well, you may not have to give it more preload because you're already preloaded. All right.
suspenders already. So
You're good. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. All right, let's do it. Slowly release the clutch. Slowly release the clutch. Good, 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 good. Rear brake, good, 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 good. Come to a smooth stop. All right, do it again. Yeah, because I want people to, I want them to be comfortable. I want them to be confident. And if you don't let if I don't let him do it again, it's going to be annoying to him. I just realized I never had a chance to interview you.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll do it at the end.
All right.
But you clearly practice. It's not even a question. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good. Come to a smooth stop. Good job. All right, you ready? All right, let's do it. Slow down. You're passing me. Good. Come to a smooth stop. All right, so right there when I said slow down, then all of a sudden your foot started going like this, and your bike was going. What you got to do is apply. If you need to slow down, you apply gradual pressure, and then you find that good spot. Just stay there. All right. All right. Good job. So his preload's fine. All right, you ready? Nice stop. All right, let's do it. Yep, don't pass me. Head and eyes straight ahead. Good, good. Come to a smooth stop. Nice, worked it out. Nice, very nice. When I said smooth stop, his handlebars were still doing this, so he waited until he was comfortable. Boom, nice smooth stop. All right, nice stop. Now remember, when you first start to take off, if as soon as you take off you feel like, oh crap, open up that clutch some more, use the rear brake to make sure you don't go too fast, and then when you find a good spot, kind of stay there. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Good, good. Slow down, slow down. Good, good. Come to a smooth stop. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, guys, tab, tab, tab. No, I'm not talking about tab performance, although I love them. They're on Angel. I'm talking about trust and believe, exercise number 3. All right, any questions on that slow ride, guys? Again, warm up 1, but really 2, that exercise. Warm up in 2, vital, as far as I'm concerned, to your confidence level at slow speeds, keeping that bike up. So, like when Jose would start, he would pick up his foot, and all of a sudden his bike's going to the right. And he's like, oh crap, front brake. When really all he had to do, which he corrected the next time, actually he knew what to do. I asked him, you know what to do? This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying our knowledge versus our instincts. Open up the clutch just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Remember, I never said it. I want you to make corrections as soon as you feel them. If you make a correction as soon as you feel it, it's a very small movement you're going to have to do. The longer you wait, the bigger the movement, right? So as soon as he felt that bike going up, correct it, right? And even if you overcorrect it, it's fine. That's why we're always covering the rear brake, because when you feel that abrupt movement, yeah, pull the clutch in, but at the same time, a little bit of rear brake, not a lot. And let's be clear about this too. If you're out there riding and you need to stop, right? Like urgency, I need to stop. Nobody cares too much about how smooth it is. You need to stop. That's why the exercise number 1 is stopping at a stop sign, because I want it to be smooth. Because every time you stop your motorcycle out there, red light, stop sign, whatever, car in front of you, I want it to be smooth. Now, anything else, just stop the damn motorcycle, right? You can work out the other stuff later. All right? Okay. Exercise number 3, guys, trust and believe. Is there anybody here that has not practiced trust and believe? You have not, you have not, you have not. Okay, good. This exercise, like the warm-up 1 and now 3, bread and butter, in my opinion. Bread and butter. Because now we're going to tackle that feeling, that instinct that we need to get over of putting our foot down. This is called trust and believe, which ironically, the initials are TAB, T-A-B. Love my TAB performance. All right. So in this exercise, 5 steps. Let me get on my girl. What's always step number 1? Dave. That's right. We're going to make sure it's in first gear. Step 2, we're going to cover that rear brake. Step 3, we're going to preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Now your preload, it's right on the cusp. I'm getting chug-a-lug from you. I'm getting this. But I prefer this. But right now you seem fine with it. So like I said, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. If everything's fine, it's fine. I just don't want you to start making U-turns and then that low RPM, you know, but we'll see, we'll see. Right now it's fine. Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Now what often happens is people get in here and they're all ready. They preload. Step number 4, now we're dealing with the clutch again, but now we're not going to slowly release it. We're going to pull it in and then we're going to slowly release it until we feel it bite. As soon as we feel it into the friction zone a little bit, we're going to pull it back in a little bit. I want you right before the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone, right before it. And then step number 5, you're going to pick up this left foot. I don't want the bike moving an inch. Trust and believe that when you pick up your foot, when you feel the motorcycle starting to fall, open up your hand and it's going to straighten out. And then I want you to come to a smooth stop. Now, a couple of things. 1, again, this is about being situationally aware, and I do know that when people are concentrating a lot or they're nervous, they don't notice shit that should be noticeable, like the fact that your bike's moving. I told you I don't want it moving. So if I'm always looking at your front wheel. If I see the front wheel moving forward, you need to use the rear brake to make sure the bike's not moving. Sometimes it's because the ground is not level. Sometimes it's because you're in the friction zone a little bit. I don't want you in the friction zone, okay? All right, number 2, don't just pick up your foot and open your hand. I need you to feel falling. It's the only way we're going to reprogram your brain to associate falling with this. Feel it. You have to feel the bike falling. Also, people will be sitting here for 20 seconds preloaded, trying to work out whatever the hell's happening. You know, do what you got to do, but my point is, you don't have to do that. If you pick up your foot and then put your other foot right back down, you're in the exercise. Like the purpose is not to see how long you can balance it when you pick up your foot. So if you pick up your foot and as soon as you pick up your foot, you feel like you want to put this foot down, you're in the exercise. Open up the clutch, don't pop it open. Yeah, I don't think anybody's bike here could do a wheelie. But even if that happened, maybe the KTM, even if that happened, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. Bike goes, boom, you come to a smooth stop, all right? I want you guys to know that for the rest of the day. If you open up your clutch a little bit too quickly and it pushes you outside of an exercise, I don't care. All you're hitting is a cone. They don't mind being hit. They just don't want to be stared at, all right? But I don't want you to put your foot down. That's the goal here today, okay? All right, and if the bike is falling and you're opening up your hand and you still feel falling, it just means you're not in the friction zone enough. Remember, I said you need sufficient power. It also means you weren't right before the friction zone. That's why I want you right before it. So when you need that power, boop, it's there. All right? And no matter how far it's falling, you can still correct it. So when you're out here today, I don't want you to think, oh no, it's this far over. I got to put my foot down now. No, you don't. Now you just might have to open your clutch up faster, throttle it. It'll stand up. It'll go to the side first. It'll stand up. And when I tell you I want you to come to a smooth stop at the end, it's not an emergency stop. Don't feel like you have to stop abruptly. Don't be on the other side of the parking lot either, but you know what I mean. Well, it's not a parking lot. Smooth stop. So I'm going to demonstrate it right now. If you got any questions, definitely ask. See, one guy's smart. He took 1 step back. He said, he's right in front of me. I don't blame him. It's a machine. Matter of fact, I'm going to face that way so you can see my foot come up. All right, first gear. Covering the rear brake. Head and eye straight ahead. Preload. Good enough. Clutch. Take my foot off the brake a little bit so I can feel the bike move. All right. Right before it, back on the brake. Foot up. Smooth stop. Anybody need to see that again? Questions? All right, Andy, right here. All right, guys, exercise number 3. Foot up. Really? Trust and believe, Andy. Where's my smooth stop? I'll take it. All right, ready? Come to a smooth stop. Woo! Trust and believe, baby. I need to have you go first, Stacy. Good job. All right, you ready? Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. You're moving, you're moving. Foot up, smooth stop. All right, good job. All right, first gear, yep, covering the rear brake, good. Smooth stop. Nice. Very nice. Got some nice custom dynamics lights on the back of that bike too. It's got the plasma lights, the vertical lights. That's our performance. All right, you ready? First gear, covering the rear brake. Head and eye straight ahead. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, let out the clutch. When you feel falling. Good, good. Stop, stop. All right. All right, now I am going to say something because it almost stalled. Got to get that preload up and we got to keep it up. All right, but other than that, great job, man. All right, first gear. Yep.
Brake, right?
No, yeah. We're always covering the rear brake. It's step number 2. Oh. Always covering it. Whether we're using it or not, we're covering it. Okay? All right. Preload. Clutch right before the friction zone. And when you're ready, pick up that foot. Make sure this bike's not moving at all. When you feel falling, open up your clutch hand, come to a smooth stop. Oh, that was it, brother. You had it. That was perfect. Trust and believe. That was it. You got it, man. Give me some more preload. There we go. Good. And what you're doing too is as soon as you open up the clutch, you're letting out the preload. Keep that loaded.
Okay.
Keep it loaded. Head and eye, straight ahead. Smooth stop. There you go. All right, first gear. Oh yeah, look at that nice big number 1. Covering the rear brake, yes. Preload. Clutch right before this friction zone. And when you're ready, make sure this bike's not moving. Pick up that foot when you feel falling. Open up your clutch hand, come to a smooth stop. Oh, that was it, man. Open up that hand when you feel it. You're moving, you're moving. Make sure you're, all right, good, good. Foot up, smooth stop. All right, good job. I forgot to tell you, we were only doing this once. But you're here now, let's do it again. Dad, I'm gonna do it with my hand on you. I'm kidding. I love this bike because it got handles. I can always hold it like this.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Nice, 4 next. Thanks, Pete. All right, let's do it again. Exercise number 4 next. Very nice. And as you see right there, the last time Stacy did it, he waited longer. He waited longer until he opened up the clutch. That's why the bike went so far over. That was good. This time, as soon as he felt it, he opened up the clutch. It's all about when you feel it. All right. Good. Smooth stop. Nice, Dave. Nice. Tell me your name again.
Josh.
Josh. Okay. You know what you're doing. Go ahead, man. Very nice, Josh. Yeah, it's looking nice and clean in the back with those custom dynamics lights. Nice and clean. All right, trust and believe. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. Give me a little bit more preload this time. Yeah, keep it right there. Oh, easy. Smooth stop. Smooth stop, smooth stop. All right, now you're good. All right, trust and believe. Preload, keep that preload up. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. There we go. There we go. Good job. All right. Remember, we're going to work on the coordination thing. When you stop, you put your foot down, and then the foot ended up here.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, preload. Make sure you keep that preload up. Listen to it. Head and eyes straight ahead. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Up, you're moving. Make sure that bike's not moving at all. Ah, that was it, man.
That was it.
All right, pay attention to that preload. Give me another one. Nice stop. Don't move. Good, good. Let it out. Ah, that was it. Good, good. Smooth stop. Yeah. You're good, though. You're good. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 4. Right turns, left turns from a stop. And I'm going to talk to you about why I made him do it a second time after the first. All right, so before I forget, the reason I had Jose do it a second time, after the second time, I mean, is because when he picked up his foot, I saw that it was one of those moments when the balance was great. So he had balance when he picked up his foot. He just opened up the clutch nice and easy. So I said, do it again. And then the second time he picked up his foot and it started falling right away and he put his foot back down. Again, the importance of that exercise is, and I had several people ask me, when does that come in real life? All the time. Anytime you feel uh-oh and you want to put a foot down, that's that exercise, right? And so you won't even think about putting your foot down. If I think I was trying to do a demonstration and I was going to put my foot down and it felt odd to me to put my foot down. And I thought to myself, wow, isn't that amazing? How it took so long for me to get it so that I'm not doing it, and now it seems odd to even do it, to even think about doing it. As a matter of fact, if you saw practice session number whatever the hell out in Ohio, Jogo Motorcycle Adventures was in the maze, and I think it was 71, 2, 3, I don't know. He's in the maze and his bike goes down and he just keeps his feet on the footboards and the bike's sitting there, and then you see his foot come out like this. And I remember him saying to me, he was amazed that it didn't even occur to him to put his foot out. Didn't even occur to him, because he already knows based on, this is what I mean, guys, when I say to you, if you drop your motorcycle out here, A, it's par for the course. B, whatever you do out here, you're better for it, as long as you know why it happened. So we're always going to talk about what happened there. But it happening out here is going to lessen the odds that it's going to happen out there. It's that simple, right? It's that simple. And riding around with a badge of honor that you've never dropped your motorcycle, yet you're riding timidly every place, you're nervous, that's no good. How comfortable will you be in a plane with a pilot that's nervous as ever? He has got zero confidence in landing that plane. So, enough said about that. But good job on all of that. It's an eye-opener when you see people like this. Like we're on a cliff. Just pick up your foot. You're going to be okay, you know? It's going to be okay. All right. That moves us to this exercise. Exercise number 4. Right turns, left turns from a stop. Jose was already mind himself when he first got here looking at this. It does have the highest failure rate, but again, that's because...
Not yesterday.
No, yesterday was good. Yeah. Yesterday was really good. But it's because people, if you're not comfortable with those and the slow ride and stuff, and trust and believe, then yeah, the only difference here is returning the handlebars, and that's where people start kind of getting a little, oh. But it's important that you understand nothing changes. Remember when I was right there and I said, oh, options, how am I going to get out of this? And I started with the handlebars turn. We're not even doing that here. We're starting with the handlebars straight, right? Turning the handlebars, believe it or not, actually balances this bike better. So that's why you'll see later when you guys are doing the slow race, not the ride. And yesterday, Andy won again. He's still a champion. But I got to tell you guys, if you want to beat Andy, you got to know how to bring that motorcycle to a complete stop. I don't care if it's 1 second at a time. But if Andy's constantly moving, I don't care how slow he's moving. If he's still moving and you stop, just keep doing that and you'll win, right? And don't look to the side. That's what D kept doing. I told him, don't look to the side. He's like, and he was screwed, right? So anyway, the point is, and if you're gonna stop, you got to do that with the handlebars turned. You can't do it straight, right? So trust me, it's more to worry about than not. When you're making this turn slowly, if you feel falling, you're doing exercise number 3, clutch, clutch. Not too much. Too much straightens us out. That's when people go out like this. All right? I don't want any lean in this exercise. You notice we haven't leaned in anything yet. And this is the last exercise we're going to do that requires no lean. The first 5 exercises, no lean. And I do that purposely because, in my opinion, it takes more skill to ride a motorcycle without leaning at slow speeds. Because once we start leaning, we have to introduce speed in order to do so. You know, people can get away with momentum and stuff like that. Momentum ain't helping you going 2 miles an hour. It's just not. Okay? All right. So, no lean. First time you go through here, guys, you're going to go straight through. We're going to start making lefts. I'm going to put my camera right there. Turn your head and your eyes. Look at my camera. Say cheese. And when I say look at it, keep looking at it. Now, I'm not telling you to look at the camera from here because I've had people do that. No. So we got to use some common sense standards. You can look at the cones. Just don't stare at them. Don't be obsessed with them. Your brain's going to make a mental map of the cones and your peripheral vision will pick up the rest. So as I'm rolling up, I can see these cones in my peripheral vision. I see these cones. All I'm really worried about is this. Head and eyes. My peripheral vision's picking everything up. I'm just looking at that. So another reason we practice, guys, and I told you before, situational awareness is important. It's important to know where your motorcycle is, what it can fit through, so on and so forth. So people that make this turn and come all the way over here to do it, I just know they need to practice more, and you're going to know that too. When I practice, I'm in the middle, and I'm right here. Sometimes here, sometimes here. But for today, I'm right here. I know that when I make this turn, I have plenty of room from right here, plenty of room. I'm not asking you to do a full lock turn here. You don't have to do that, right? And if you're more comfortable being over here, that's fine. If you're more comfortable being back here, that's fine. It's not a competition. The more you practice, you're going to start realizing you don't need to be this far back, you don't need to be this far over, and you're going to start challenging yourself more, okay? Maybe. Second time, well, not second time, but when I tell you guys to, then you're going to stop. First time straight through, no lean. Second time, you're going to stop and then make the turn. Again, I don't want any lean. And when I say no lean, zero lean. Straight up. Treat this like a soft, mushy gravel road. And then lastly, I'm going to ask you to stop, make the turn, stop. Make sure your handlebars are straight, head and eyes up. Okay? Questions? And then we're going to do the same thing going right. All right, I'm going to demonstrate it. And I always, oh, here's another thing. And I told, tell me your name again. Ray. Sorry. I mentioned this to Ray when we were doing the slow ride. When I told him to slow down, he slowed down, and then all of a sudden I saw his foot doing this on the brake. So his bike was going like this. So again, it's not a mechanical bull, and we're not out here to pop block. You know, so with that being said, drag the rear brake. That's why our foot is already on it. If we need it, gradual pressure. And once we find good pressure, you can just kind of stay there. And if you don't need that much pressure anymore, you come off of it a little bit. All right, so when I do this, unless, you know, sometimes if you take off, you open, like I think when Ray was first doing Trust and Believe or whatever, he popped the clutch. Sometimes that's going to happen. You pop the clutch. Not a big deal. That's why we're covering the rear brake to correct that. All right, correct it. As you're approaching this turn, you're doing exercise number 2. That's the speed you're approaching. Your speed should be appropriate. If you're going too fast, slow down right before the turn, right? A lot of the stuff that we're doing out here today, guys, I like to use a set it and forget it approach. So as I'm approaching, if my speed's appropriate, wherever my throttle is on the preload, I'm going to keep it there. Wherever I am in the friction zone, I'm just going to stay there. And if I need to do anything, I'll just make corrections with my rear brake. Really, I use both. I use my clutch too. But if I use my clutch, you're never going to see this. It's like very small increments of movement. All right? Set it and forget it with minor corrections if necessary. I want you guys to signal too. Get in the habit of doing that. Head nice. Straight up. Right in the middle. Smooth stop. Now from a stop, I'm going to start with my head and eyes this way. I don't need to look this way. I'm going that way. As soon as it starts to move, foot up, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Right in the middle. Now we're going to come to a stop. I'm already looking in that direction. First gear, covering the rear brake. Preload. Head nice. Slowly release the clutch. As soon as it starts to move, foot up. Handlebars. Straighten out. Friction zone, rear brake. And that's what I loved, what you did when we were doing the slow ride. And I said, all right, come to a smooth stop. At that point, his handlebars were like this. So he didn't just hit the brakes. He friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. And when he was good, boom, because he's going to stop the bike when he's ready for it to stop. Like there's no urgency. If there is urgency, a little bit different, okay? Ideally, you guys want to end up in the center of this lane. Ideally. If you don't, not a big deal, okay? And if you guys are approaching this turn, sometimes this happens where you guys wait too late to turn the handlebars. If you turn the handlebars right here, yeah, you're going to have to lean to make the turn. So make sure you're turning the handlebars early enough, not so early that you're hitting this cone with your bags. All right? Questions? All right, let's do it. All right, we got Andy going here. Beautifully done. Straight up, nice and smooth. Beautiful, Andy. Coming at us in 3D. Head and eyes up. Good. Like butter. Those damn highway pegs like this far out. All right, so Dave is just not turning those handlebars. Head nods, look at the camera. Nice. Straight through, straight through, straight through, straight through. We're not stopping, straight through. All right, stop. Back it up. I'm used to a heavy bike. I'm like, he don't need my help to back this up. Yeah, keep going. Because this is supposed to be not stopping, it's going straight through. But right there, what you did was you picked up your foot to go and was like, your head, everything was good, but no power. You gotta open up that clutch. That's why if you follow the first 5 steps, as soon as the bike starts to move, pick up your foot. You picked up your foot without the bike moving at all. That was exercise number 3. We're not doing that anymore. Good. Trust and believe. That's 20 push-ups. What's this? What is that? Ah, okay. Reload! See how low its throttle is? That's gonna be a problem. Straight through. Straight through. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. You're looking at my cones. Sorry. All right, shut it off. You can move that big cone if it's in your way. The ground's marked. You got saddlebag guards, right? Yeah. You don't want to do that, man. You hurt your back.
Shit, right.
Put your butt all the way down. There we go. All right, let's do it. I got it.
Kickstand over here.
Yeah. Okay, why'd it drop?
Pull to the clutch.
Yeah, but the other thing was, as you were making the turn, I said, look at my camera. You looked at the camera, but then your eyes went right to these cones, and then you hit the rear brake so hard, you made the suspension go like this, and then it just went over. The clutch is involved in that too, but these are the clutch is always involved because it's not gonna fall with power. But when you felt, oh crap, you hit the rear brake, it went like this, you pull the clutch in, so it was a bunch of things happening at the same time.
I hit the rear brake. Okay.
Yep, I mean, you hit it hard, the whole bike went like that. All right. Now, from right here, I want you to keep the handlebars turned. You're gonna follow the first 5 steps. I'm gonna allow you to keep this foot on the ground because the other foot's gonna be covering the rear brake. Okay. And I just want you to slowly pull into this turn, right? You can keep that foot on the ground, don't worry about it. I just want you to get accustomed to using that clutch slowly while the handlebars turned, right? If you open it up too much, it's gonna straighten out. Don't forget the kickstand.
Where's the flashers on?
That's every time you drop, that's gonna happen. When you start it, you can turn them off. Yeah, okay. Now good. Cover that rear brake. Slowly release the clutch, and when it starts to move, preload, don't forget about preload. Good. Good, just a little bit of clutch so it moves forward. Good, nice and easy. Head and eyes up. Good, good. So you gotta be nice and easy with that clutch, see what I mean? If you open it up too much, it's gonna move abruptly. Preload, keep it loaded. Give me some more preload. Easy on that rear brake, you're not letting it move, that's what's happening. See, you're holding with the rear brake. Foot off the rear brake.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I was tense.
Yeah. Good, open up the clutch, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Easy with the rear brake. You're holding with the rear brake. Get off that rear brake. All right, open up the clutch, nice and easy. Keep it loaded, nice and easy. Yeah, see, that just shows you opening up the clutch too quick. Nice and easy. Preload. Give me some more preload. Hold it there. Open up the clutch nice and easy. Preload. Keep it loaded. Open up the clutch. Keep it loaded. Your throttle's going down. All right, go ahead. Ride out. Keep it loaded. See, I'm having him do this because I want him to feel the finesse that he needs to have with his clutch. And starting out with the handlebars turned, that's what he has to have. Straight through. I have to do that with some people. Good. Give me a little more clutch. All right, 10 push-ups. All right, back up because we're not doing this from a stop. So as you're approaching this turn, if you're approaching the turn and you're like this, feel free to give it a little bit more clutch, just to get you a little bit more stability. You can slow down right before the turn. We're gonna do it together. Good. Preload is good. Slowly release the clutch. Good. Keep it loaded. Foot up. Good. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Turn it. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone. Good. You're good. You're good, man. Don't overthink it. You got it. Straight through. So now that Jose's got that under his belt, that wasn't bad at all. Now give him a little bit more confidence next time. Nice, Stacy. Straight through. Turn those handlebars, Dave. Slow down, you're going too fast. All right. So you put on a higher seat. The issue with that is straight through, straight through, straight through. Not stopping. Gotta know where those bags are. Straight through. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded, easy on that rear brake. Let's keep in mind, remember I told you I want you guys to be like ballet dancers. You have to be graceful in all of your movements because when you're going slow, everything's exaggerated. So if you're imagine you're on a tightrope. Imagine you're on a tightrope trying to balance yourself. And then somebody comes and starts going like this on the rope. That's you trying to go slow and doing this to your rear brake, right? You're making the rope shake. So remember, drag the rear brake. Just drag it. You don't need to do this, all right? All right. Good, good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep the throttle loaded. Stay in the friction zone, keep it loaded.
What happens there?
As soon as you feel, uh-oh, you squeeze the clutch in. Because when you're making this turn, if you just keep everything where it is, the bike's not gonna fall, even though you're turning the handlebars. That power is gonna keep it going straight. So that's all you gotta do. But you don't like the way it feels as soon as you turn. But watch what happens. I'm not gonna say it to you because I don't wanna get into your head, but I'm just gonna say watch what happens. When it happens, I'll say it to you. All right. Head and eyes, keep it loaded. Good, good, good. There we go. Straight through. Good, good speed. Stay in the friction zone right there. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone. Keep it loaded. Open the clutch, open the clutch. Open the clutch. All right, that's another 10. Don't worry about it. That's the 30. Turn the handlebars. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, good. All right, I just saw another KTM go down the road. All right. We'll worry about that later. Where your line, yeah. Head nod, Andy. Looking at the ground. There you go. Nice. All right, left turn. Again, guys, it doesn't matter what skill level somebody's at out here. I'm always going to remind them about head and eyes. Because if they're doing it out here, they're going to do it on the street. So when you make this turn, I was worried about this too. These bars are already low. So a higher seat, now you're like this.
Lower, yeah.
Yeah. So when you make this turn, the first turn you made, the issue was just not turning the handlebars enough. That's the only reason you're that far. And you were going a little fast the second time. All right? So turn those bars, man. Foot up. See, you're not turning. No, stop. All right, left turn. Head and eyes. All right, a little bit of lean at the end, but that's because he was slow in turning the handlebars. So he had to lean at the end in order to stay within the exercise. All right, left turn. Make sure you keep that throttle loaded. Head and eyes. Keep looking. Good, you're good, you're good. Trust and believe. Throttle, throttle, preload, preload. There we go. The reason he still feels falling is because he's not in the friction zone enough. I should have had you just go straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
We'll try it.
I don't want to overthink it because sometimes somebody can't do one, but for some reason they can do the other. As soon as you start to move, first of all, when I tell you to preload, you're going like this.
Okay.
We don't throttle blip. Keep it loaded means, yeah, just find a good spot, hold it there. When it starts to move, wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there. A little bit of rear brake, that's all you need. Head and eyes, look at my camera. All right, let's do it, go to it. Go to it. Good, foot up. Yeah, you don't like the way that feels at all. Oh, back up, because you shouldn't be this close anyway.
Okay.
Let's back up. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Because like I said, I didn't want you to do it too much from a stop anyway. Okay.
All right.
So now you got space to get your shit together before you get there, and then you can make the left turn. Don't change anything. Like when you turn the handlebars, consistency, that's one of the C's. Turn them and keep them turned consistently. This will help you keep it loaded. Listen to that throttle, keep it steady. Little bit of pressure on that rear brake, that's it. All right, good, good. Good, head and eyes. Turn the handlebars, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Yeah, you don't like it, man, you don't like it.
I got it, I'm gonna do it. I got it.
All right. I think I might make him walk it. Excellent stop. Remember, we don't have to change a bunch of stuff. Once you start moving, that preload, keep it where it is.
Turn my handlebars.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Not from here though. This is the main thing. The last time you were going, the reason you wanted to put a foot down, you're not in the friction zone enough. Open the clutch up a little bit more, counter it with the rear brake if you need to. Head and eyes, look at my camera, keep looking at it. Preload, slowly release the clutch, foot up. Good, open up the clutch. See, the reason you feel like you want to put a foot down is you're not in the friction zone enough. Open the clutch up a little bit more, use the rear brake. Preload, preload. Good, 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 good. Open up that clutch. Open up the clutch, good, keep it loaded, foot up, head and eyes. Turn the bars, keep it loaded, head and eyes, keep it loaded. And part of the reason that's happening is you're looking over there.
Yeah. I'm looking at one.
There, look at the camera. Keep coming back, come on. All right. Look at me and come to me. Slowly release the clutch. Keep it loaded, stay good, head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Well, yeah, you're coming to me. Turn him, turn him, turn him. Stop over there, stop here and there. All right.
How close am I with my saddlebag? How close was I with the saddlebag?
You're good. You're good. All right, Stacey, come to a stop. Head and eyes on my camera. Nice. And I'm looking at his clutch hand. It's just steady. All right, come to a stop over here. Head and eyes, good. Nice. The last time you waited a little bit too late to turn.
Yeah.
That's why you had to lean a little bit to stay in, but that's good.
All right.
Right turn's next. All right. Stop over there. Listen to that preload. Make sure you keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep looking at the camera. It's starting too early. Starting that turn too early. So you're back far enough where you can go straight first. You got plenty of room. Go straight and then make that turn. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Good. Come straighten out. Forgot to stop. Oh, easy, easy. Remember, nice and easy. Don't stop at the handlebars turn. Good job. Even riding the way, I hear his preload's too low. All right, make sure you turn those bars, Dave. Good, foot up. Good, good, good. Straighten out, smooth stop. Nice. Straight through. Good, slow down, good, good, good. Head and eyes, keep it loaded. And right there, when he went to slow down, he jammed the brake. If you already don't feel balanced, the last thing you want to do is have something go like this, because it's just going to mess you up. So that's why you got to be nice and easy with the rear brake. All right, make this turn, come to a smooth stop. Preload the throttle. Friction zone, baby, friction zone. Good, open up the clutch, head and eyes, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, head and eyes. The whole time you're looking here. You need to be looking there. It's going to help with your balance. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. I know it doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah. Just trust me, just do it. Head and eyes. Look at me. Open up that clutch. Good. Rear brake. Rear brake. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Turn it, baby. And straight up. Good. Head and eyes. Signal light. You failed to signal that turn. You failed to signal that turn. And nice. Turn, turn it, turn it. Good, keep it loaded. You failed to signal that turn. Don't forget the signal. Good, good. Head and eyes, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Head and eyes up. And that's what I was going to tell them, guys. When I said wait, I said watch, the right turns are going to be fine. Straight through, head and eyes, look at the camera. Look at the camera, keep it loaded. You failed to signal. You failed to use your signal. Got to give you a summons. Straight through. Slow down, slow down. Good. That's nice. Good, good. Turn it, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice and easy. Preload is too low. Chug-a-lugging. Good, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice and easy on that rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's low. There we go. Slow down. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Head and eyes, turn the handlebars, keep them turned. Keep them turned, keep them turned, keep them turned. So in that instance, he's trying to turn the handlebars. And you have to know that if you're trying to turn, if the bike wants to keep going straight, you got to take away some power. Stop. All right, do it from the stop.
You can't surprise me like that.
I thought you knew. 2 times straight through and then stop. Always. How much you want to bet? I bet you 150 bucks. That's just Andy pushing the limits. He's practicing at his level. All right. Nice. All right, straight through. Nice. The only reason you saw a little bit of a lean because when he first picked up his foot, he wasn't in the friction zone enough. The bike started to fall. He trusted and he believed. All right, you're starting to turn a little bit late. That's the only reason. Your throttle's low. Preload, keep it loaded. Straight through. Good. Turn it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good job, man. Come to a stop. Remember I told you watch this and I said I don't want to freak you out?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about, right turn. I was going to say watch this. You're going to make the right turn just fine. It happens to a lot of people. The right turn feels more comfortable here. The left turn feels more comfortable in the U-turn for a lot of people. All right? Do what you're doing, man. Keeping it loaded. Easy on that rear brake. Reload. Stop, stop, stop. Right from the start, you're making it fight. You're going into the friction zone, and I see the back of your bike going like this. Because you're holding it with the rear brake.
Okay.
That's making them fight. That's how you run into clutch problems.
Okay.
So nice and easy. You can cover it. You want to cover it,
Cover it. Okay.
but don't press it.
Okay.
Right? Just rest your foot on it. Huh?
Friction zone got to be the one that's.
Yeah, the friction zone. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Good. Keep looking at it. And it's that initial takeoff that you don't like the way it feels. As soon as it starts to move, I'll tell you the head and eyes, as soon as you start moving, you go like this. Because it's like, oh, I'm losing my balance.
Right.
When really, balance loss, your head should be up. It's already up because you're looking to the side. Yeah. If you want to let the bike, now let's back up. So when you first start out, if you want to start out a little bit abrupt because you have the space to do it, that's fine if that's going to make you feel comfortable. Okay. But as soon as you get that, slow down to make this turn. Okay. All right? So you can start out a little bit quicker. A little bit. Good. All right, easy with that rear brake. Head and eyes up. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. That guy's clapping in the background. I love it. Okay, so the issue here is you turning these handlebars.
Yep.
And you don't want to keep them turned. Do you feel like you're turn them all the way to the right? Grab your clutch. Is it comfortable? Okay, good. So that's not an issue. And if not, you can just scoot up when you make a turn. All right? Just trust that when the handlebars are turned, if you don't have enough power, that's when you feel falling. If you're finding it difficult to turn them more, maybe you have too much clutch. Remember, the more power you have, the bike wants to go straight. So I don't think that's the issue, though. I just don't think you feel comfortable turning them.
Yeah.
So just turn them. Trust to believe that it's going to be all right, as long as you got power. Good. Head and eyes. Start turning. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. That's the most you've turned right there. Come to a stop, and then you can take a break. All right, take a break. Come to a stop, then you can take a break. Excellent. Come to a stop, then you can take a break. Don't forget the signal. All right, I want you to do that again because you leaned into that turn. So do it one more time. Come to a stop, then you can take a break. Head and eyes. All right, good job. All right, good. That was a nice, easy stop. Nice and delicate with that rear brake. All right, copy and paste. Coming to a stop this time. Good, good. Head and eyes. Start turning. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Straighten out. Woo! Take a break. Don't stop. Straight through. Slow down. Slow down. Straight through. Don't stop. Start turning. Start turning. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Straighten out. Slow down. Slow down. Smooth stop. There we go. All right, come to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. Start turning. Good, good. Remember, straighten out before you stop. You would have been in the middle, but when you were making that turn, you straightened out for a little bit. That's the only reason you're all the way over there. Good job. All right, nice and easy with that rear brake, Dave. Come to a smooth stop. Good, start turning, start turning. All right, good job. That's another 10. Same thing you did, nothing changes. Do the same thing. Start moving, open up the clutch, rear brake, start turning. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Come to a smooth stop. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, brother. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 5. Single serpentine, but I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Even people that were struggling, they were able to do one successfully, and I'm just very, I know that some people struggle more left and right here, and then when we get to the U-turns, more, whatever, you know. All right, any questions from exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop? So now, I told Blaze, I said, listen, I said, I'm gonna tell you something, but I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't wanna mess with your head. But what I was going to say to him is, watch, when you get to the right turns, watch, you're gonna be able to do that. And sure enough, I'm telling you guys, I don't know what the reason is. People struggle making the left turn straight up. Right turns, no problem. But then when we get to U-turns where it's time to lean, now they struggle right, but they're better left. Who the hell knows why? I haven't figured this stuff out. But good job, very good job. All right, and if you struggle with that, now you know, you just gotta practice. Remember, set it and forget it. So some of you guys, forget about the head nods, you're just totally ignoring me. But it makes such a huge difference. Once you turn those handlebars, especially if you're not stopping, whatever speed you're at, if it's appropriate, just stay there. Head and eyes, stay in the friction zone right where you are. It's working already, making you go straight. Keep this loaded, listen to it. Head and eyes, just keep rear brake a little bit. Imagine if you're on your bike trying to balance and I come up to your bike and I do this. That's what you're effectively doing when you're too heavy on the rear brake. You're causing the bike to go like this. And then once you do that, you already don't like the way it feels. You do that, now you feel even worse. You know, and next thing you know, you're pulling in the clutch, OME push-ups. All right? All right. No questions with that. We'll move forward. Exercise number 5. Single serpentine. 15 feet apart. All right? Don't worry too much about the distance. This exercise is important because you need to be able to be comfortable swinging and swaying your motorcycle, transitioning. Now, in order to do this, you can't be going too fast, because if I'm going fast, I can't turn my handlebars. We're not doing this in this exercise, right? And that's what people want to come in here and do. They want to hug the cones. No, no, no. I want you going out wide so that not only can you turn the handlebars, but I also want you leaning. Now I want lean from you guys, okay? Now I want it. The only way you're going to be able to lean, you can't be going too slow. So that's why this exercise is funny. You can't be going too fast, can't be going too slow. Split the difference, find an appropriate speed, and when you transition, transition, transition. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. Transition. Don't turn like this because you're losing space. This is going to come in handy when we get to the offset double serpentine, figure 8, where we're starting to do transitions. And when we transition like bosses. We don't do this, right? Okay, see where my motorcycle is? Pete was nice enough to park my bike, and he watches this channel so much, he already knows where I'm gonna park the bike. Notice I'm not right here. I want you to start wide and stay wide. Going wide is gonna force you to lean, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to be comfortable leaning the bike. It doesn't have to be excessive. Nothing out here is excessive, right? And what I find is people will start wide, and then as they go down, they start narrowing out, and now they start hugging my cones. So when you make this first turn, I want you to kind of be close to this cone. Always stay close to the cone. And if you're close to this cone, you want to be close to this cone too now. Because if I start out close to this cone, as I progress, it's going to get tighter, right? Not a big deal. Slow down, lean more. but I'm trying to help you work smarter, not harder. So when I do this exercise, I don't even use my rear brake, or it's rare. I find an appropriate speed. I keep my head and my eyes straight ahead. Wherever I am in the friction zone, I stay there. Wherever I am with my preload, I stay there. But I'm always covering the rear brake, because if I see I'm going a little bit too fast, quick correction, back off, I'm good. Questions? Demo. Dip it. Head and eyes straight ahead. I'm looking straight ahead the whole time. If you dip this motorcycle, like when you pass this first cone, I want you to aggressively dip it, right? If you go out nice and wide, your space is used so much better. Like, yeah, the cones are 15 feet apart, but they seem like they're wider because of the dipping, right? If I straighten out, everything's gonna come at me quicker, all right? Questions? All right, you guys are coming this way. Nice and wide, Andy.
Wide?
Nice. Yeah, you can do it again. Do it again. Nice and wide. Good. Slow down. Very good. Nice correction. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Very nice. Nice, Stacy. Pete's been nice enough to move my motorcycle around and put it where I need it. And now he's over there doing U-turns on it. And I love the fact that I feel very comfortable. Like, I'm not even thinking twice about him practicing on my bike. And I love that. Nice, Dave. Start out wide. Good. Lean it, lean it. Keep your speed up. Good. Lean it in. Good. Speed up. Good. Keep speed up. There we go. Again, I don't need excessive lean. Just, I want to see some lean though. Some level of comfort. Lean it. Good. Lean it. Head and eyes straight ahead. Keep your speed up. Good. Good. Yeah, he's literally leaned forward like this on that motorcycle. So it would help him to have bars that come closer to him. It definitely would help him. Good. Head and eyes straight ahead. Keep your speed constant. You're going too slow. All right, you just got to keep the speed constant. Started out nice and wide. Dip, dip, good. Dip, dip, dip. Ah, see, too much speed. Too much speed. Again, guys, this exercise is not about speed. It's about fluidity and consistency. Find a comfortable speed, an appropriate speed, I should say, and just stay at that speed. But again, you can tell he practices, his confidence is up. So, you know, some of us, when our confidence goes up, like right here, this speed's appropriate. Look at the lean, nice and smooth. So, you know, so when your speed's appropriate, when your confidence goes up, you figure, hey, I want to go a little bit faster now. Good, keep the speed constant, keep it loaded, good. Good, good, go wider, good. All right, next exercise. Dip it. Good, dip it, dip it. 2 straight up, 2 turn. Oh, you nip that cone. All right. You gotta manhandle that bike. Turn those handlebars aggressively. And you can't do that if you're going that fast. It's more difficult to do it. Good. 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 Turn it. Good. Turn it. There we go. There we go. See? Clipping the cones. Wait, clip 1 cone. Good, head and eye, straight ahead. Keep your speed constant. Good. Good. Slow down. Dip it. Slow down. Yeah, you're hugging the cones. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. But we're going to talk about this exercise first because it's important. All right, guys. If you struggle with that exercise, I want you to definitely practice it. Those cones are 15 feet apart because you're dangerous if you can't do that smoothly, because that can save your life. When we're doing emergency braking, if something happens and you have to emergency brake, not old crap braking, sometimes the braking, no matter how good it is, no matter how good your brakes are, it's not going to be enough. And if you don't have the presence of mind to swerve at the end. Now, that's right. You can end up rear-ending my motorcycle like my friend did because no presence of mind to swerve. This is the first step to everything else, to us really showing this bike, I'm in control. We need to be comfortable turning these damn handlebars. And some of you guys, tell me your name again. Josh. Josh, again, we're all at different levels of skill. So Josh is like, I want to go through here faster. So he's going faster. Now all that means is, A, he's going to have to hug the cones a little bit. So he's missing the cones, just missing them. And one time he hit one and one time he nicked one, right? But that's just him pushing the levels of his skill. What it's also forcing him to do is transition quicker. Like he has to. I didn't want you guys to do that. I just wanted you to know that you can't transition slow. I want you to transition. And when Jose, when you were coming through there, yeah, you're starting out already too close to the first cone. Remember, when you came to the first cone, I wanted you to dip the bike. And you were coming in just straight like this, which is fine. But then that means at least dip the next one. But you're going at a speed that's so high. Remember, the faster you go, the harder it is to turn the handlebars. So again, that exercise requires us turning them. So we don't want to be going too fast, all right? Any questions on that? Other than that, you guys look good. Second time and the third time you came down, much better, much better. Because the issue was keeping the speed constant. And you too, you were going too slow the first time. But then second time, third time, perfect, beautiful. Head and eye straight ahead. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now I know all you guys have been waiting for this. So we're going to do it now. Infamous U-turn. 27 feet, that's the width. You don't need to use all 27. I think that your goal, my goal for all of you, it's 24 feet. That's the goal. Maybe not today, but ultimately, that's where you want to be. That's what you had to do for MSF course. That's usually the size of a country road, 24 feet. So, you guys come closer. I don't want to feel like I'm yelling at you. Okay, now spread like the Red Sea. There we go. All right. So a couple of things I want from you guys. One, when you come in here, if you're at an appropriate speed, just stay at that speed, right? It was happening yesterday too, it happens all the time. People will approach with an appropriate speed and right before the turn, they slow down. Now they wonder why as soon as they go to turn, they want to put a foot down because they're trying to lean a bike going 3 miles per hour, 4 miles per hour. You can't do that, it's going to fall. So, also I don't want you going 12 miles per hour because I don't want you flying through here. I don't want a momentum U-turn. I want the friction zone pulling you through the U-turn, right? That's one. Two, we're not going to make a gradual turn here. What I mean is, what comes first, head and eyes or handlebars? What comes first, head and eyes or handlebars? Head and eyes. It's head and eyes and then handlebars. Head and eyes and then handlebars. So, you're gonna make a U-turn, head and eyes. I want you to look at this camera. If you don't have the dexterity to look that far back, look at these bushes. The point, and if you keep looking at those bushes, if I'm looking at those bushes, as I progress in the turn, if I just keep my head where it is, I'm gonna find the camera anyway. That's what you look at, right? But when you do your handlebars, don't turn like this, because you're losing space. Head and eyes, handlebars, turn them. And when you turn them, commit to the lean right away. Right away. And a lot of people don't do that. They start to turn like this. They look at these cones on the other side and then they go, oh crap, I'm not gonna make it. And now they lean. So again, if I'm looking at the light under your motorcycle, head and eyes, handlebars. This is the light. And then you look at those cones, now the light goes down, because now you start to lean. Head and eyes, handlebars. And then just hold it. Doesn't have to be like this, like nothing extreme in here. Even if you do an 18-foot U-turn, which Angie's gonna do, I'm sure, even if you do a U-turn in this box, you really don't have to have your boards dragging the ground. That happens when people don't commit to the lean right away. And now they have to compensate for it. So, again, nothing in here is extreme. I don't need you to full lock your bars. I don't need you to drag the floorboards. I don't need any of that. Give me 50% of each. 50% lean, 50% handlebar turn. And then you're good. If you're only gonna give me 60% handlebars, 40% lean. One's gonna compensate for the other. That's the whole point, okay? Again, if you wanna try this box, if you wanna try 18 feet, but you don't wanna be confined, let's try it up there. If you don't make it, it's still good. We're gonna do a left turn, no stop, straight through. Then when I tell you, you're gonna stop and make a left turn. Then we're gonna stop, make the turn, and stop. Either here or here, wherever you are. Again, smooth stop. You know where you're stopping, so it's not a surprise. And when you do your U-turns, whether you're stopping or not, I don't want you coming out of the U-turn facing this way or facing this way. I want you facing the dealership straight. So I don't mean come out of the U-turn, end up like this, and then straighten out. No, I want you coming out of it straight. Again, we're dealing with being coordinated with what you're doing with the motorcycle. And if your goal, I'm letting you know that your goal is to be straight. If you're coming out like this, we're gonna have a conversation to find out why that's happening. It's important you know why that's happening. Because anytime you're doing something you don't intend to do, you're not in full control. As simple as that, okay? Questions? All right, demo. All right, so as I'm approaching this U-turn, my speed's good, I'm gonna keep it there. Head nice, handlebars. No rear brake, just speed, friction zone. Head nice. Head nice. Straighten out, stop. Now, that last U-turn that I made, that's why I did it. You guys could do it over there. But the point is, I'm not even on the cones. I'm off the cones when I make it. So now we're less than 18 feet. Yeah, you still don't hear anything scraping. And that's because I commit to the lean right away. If I commit to it right away, it's going to give me a tighter turn. All right? All right, let's do it. Head and eyes, Andy, head and eyes. Good job. So Andy looks good. I told you guys though, I'm never going to ignore head and eyes because it's important. Head and eyes, brother, head and eyes. All right, so Dave is gradually going into that turn instead of just aggressively turning those bars. And that's why he's line to line. Straight through. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right. No, too much speed, too much speed. So again, I don't want a momentum U-turn. I want the friction zone pulling you through. Good, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, put that foot all the way on the board, all the way on the board. He's got his foot hanging off. People have a tendency to do that. It looks cool. It's fine when you're riding on the road. But once you start making turns, tight turns, you got that foot hanging over. Good. Head and eyes, keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. You're slowing down. You're going too slow to lean now. Don't worry about it. It's first time. Straight through. Straight through. Go ahead and dive. There we go. Nice. Head and eyes. Good. All right, so that last U-turn, you're doing the gradual turn. That's why you line the line.
Right.
Turn your head and your eyes and turn those handlebars. Lean that motorcycle. Good. Slow down. Head and eyes. Good, good, good. All right. Right there, there's inconsistencies. Again, that's what's dealing with the width of the turn. He's turning like this. Preload, preload. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. You're not turning your head and your eyes. You're looking right at these cones. You look at it, you're going to go at it. And his throttle is still too low. And right here, Josh, that he was going too fast. That's why we covered the rear brake. Good, good. Head and eyes, good. Good, 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 good. Very nice, Josh. Very nice. Blaze not following the first 5 steps. Good. Good. Head and eyes. Got that foot hanging off again. See, you're slowing down too much. Keep your speed up. Good. Good. Right before the stop. I mean, right before the U-turn. Speed. Just boom. Slows down. Good. Keep your speed up. Head and eyes. Turn it. Dip it. Keep your speed up. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Keep it turn. Keep it turn. Good. We'll work on it. U-turn, Doc. Green cone, come to a stop. Are you trying to get 18 feet?
Kinda.
Kinda?
This bike.
No, you could do it.
It can be done, but I'm not there yet.
Okay, because if you were looking to do it, all I would tell you is just commit right away. Yeah. You're committing kind of late, you're a little tentative about it. You don't have a problem leaning it once it's lean, but that initial lean, you're like, nah, you want to gradually go into it. Okay, it's not necessary anyway. All right, yeah, same thing. Turn those bars. Commit to the lean right away. Good, head nice. Turn it. Slow down, rear brake, rear brake. Good, good correction. Counterbalance. He's leaning with the bike. All right, nice stop. U-turn. Make sure you keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, good. See right there, there's no friction zone. That's just speed. Friction zone. If it doesn't use the friction zone, it's gonna take him out wide like it did. All right, U-turn. That second U-turn was like a different person. I don't know who that first guy was. Good head and eyes. All right. No, go ahead. Don't stop. We're not stopping yet. But it was a good stop. But he didn't commit to the lean right away at all. That's the only reason he was that wide. All right. U-turn. Straight through it. Don't stop. And you still got this foot. And a lot of people do that. They ride with their foot like hanging down like that. And it looks cool, but when you're out here, that's not a good idea. You're leaning on that side. If your sneaker hits, only for a few months. Don't forget, head and eyes. Good. Head and eyes. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job. Straight through, don't stop. Don't stop. Slow down, head and eyes. Don't slow down too much. Good, head and eyes. Trust and believe. I'll have him do it from a stop anyway. All right, U-turn. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, your throttle's too low. All right, U-turn, come to a stop. Right turn's next. Nice. All right, U-turn, come to a stop. Nice, Stacy. Right turn's next. Come to a stop. Good. Turn it over, lean it, rear brake, rear brake. So you're still making your turns like this instead of like this. Counterbalance. All right, come to a stop. Nice and smooth. See, and right there he leans. So hold on. The only reason you're this tight, or this wide, because when you start to make that turn, you don't commit to the lean right away. Yeah. You slightly lean, you look at those cones to see how close you are, and then you lean. Yeah. If you kept the same lean right from the start, yeah, you're still good either way, but if you wanted to tighten it up, yeah, good job. Right turn's next. All right, right turn, U-turn, come to a stop. Good, head and eyes, dip it over. Dip it over. Good. Smooth stop. Beautiful. Straight through. Slow down. All right, head and eyes, turn it, lean it, keep the speed up. The reason why you don't want to lean, because you're going so slow, you don't want to lean, I get it. All right, U-turn, come to a stop. Make sure you watch your speed. Last time there was no friction zone. You just, friction zone is going to keep you tight. If your clutch is open too much, it's too much speed. All right. Reload. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. He's also looking at the ground too the whole time. Nice, Andy. Good, head and eyes. Lean it over. Keep the speed constant. What the hell are you doing all the way up there, Dave? Yeah, all right, good, good. But it's the same thing. He's committing to the lean late, and that's why he's line to line. Good, keep the speed up. Head and eyes. Very nice, very nice. He's still slowing down right before the turn, but not so much so that he can't lean. Good, head and eyes. Turn those bars, turn them. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, stop right there, stop right there. So when you're making this turn, you're like this.
I feel like I'm stiff.
When you should be like this. Counterbalance. You're leaning with the turn. We lean with the turn at speed. But when you're doing slow speed stuff, counterbalance just means keep your body straight up and down. So if the bike's leaning, your body's straight. Okay? But this is the closest you've gotten. You like rights better than lefts. Get that preload up and keep it up. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Turn those bars, keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake. Use the rear brake to pull you in. Straight through. See how Stacy stays nice and close to these cones? Because he doesn't need all that space. Nice, Stacy. Let his RPMs go down a little bit right there, but he corrected it. Nice. I gotta tell you guys, I love this dealership, man. The location of it is just so, it's like perfect. Just perfect. Location. Rear brake, too much speed. Straight through. Head nice, keep your speed up. Good. Nice and smooth, man. Nice, Blaze. Good, lean it, keep the speed up, stay in the friction zone, counterbalance. There we go, make it happen, man. Good, keep it loaded, turn those bars. Too much speed. I want to show you guys something it's not applicable to all of you, but it is applicable to some of you. And I'm sure it is to some people watching at home or wherever the hell they're watching. I'm happy that you guys are making the U-turns, right? That's important. But just because you're making it doesn't mean that I'm 100% ecstatic about it. And what I'm referring to is some of the U-turns that you're going to make out there, you're not going to be able to make them with all of this speed, right? You need to be able to make a U-turn in the friction zone, right? And some of you guys are applying so much speed, even if you're making it, you're line to line. Remember, you got 27 feet. I don't want you to need 27 feet, right? I want you to be able to do it in 24. So I'm going to make some U-turns, right? I'm just going to keep going in the circle. And I want you to tell me how fast you think I'm going. And I want you to keep in mind, I'm asking you to give me a little bit of lean, and a little bit of handlebar turn. I'm going to fully lock my handlebars, and I'm going to put these boards on the floor and just go in a circle. The only thing keeping that bike from falling is power to the rear wheel. Consistent power to the rear wheel, right? Okay. And the point I'm making is, if that's all I'm doing to keep the bike up, you don't need to go that fast. We'll talk about how fast I'm going. I'll let you guys tell me. Full lock. How fast am I going? 7? What do you think? Anybody disagree with 7? Yeah, it's about 6 or 7 miles per hour. When you guys are making your U-turn, you're going about 9, 10 miles per hour, which is fine. So my point is, you don't need to go faster than that for the bike to stay up. I don't want you to think the bike's gonna fall, I need to go faster. I need you to have this mental picture. If he can go 6, 7 miles per hour with it leaned all the way over and it's not falling, I can go 10 miles per hour and lean a little bit without going faster and the bike won't fall. I need you to feel comfortable with that, right? It's not gonna fall, trust me. But Blaze, a lot of times when you go into the U-turn, soon as you get ready to make the turn, you slow down. But you're not slowing down to a speed so slow you can't lean. So you're still leaning, that's fine. I want you guys to, and again, a lot of inconsistencies. Handlebars going like this in the turn. Set it and forget it. Once you go to turn your head and your eyes, wherever you are in the friction zone, stay there. Preload, your preload is still low. And what I like about your exhaust is I can hear it's low. It's like cluck, 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 cluck. So it's letting me know I'm gonna shut off, do something. Matter of fact, your bike is still on right now. All right, let's do it.
So in order to not slow down on the turn, I need to lean more, right? Or
No, just use the rear brake. You're slowing down because right before the turn, you're slowing down with the brake or you're pulling the clutch in a little bit. Yeah, Stacy. Very nice. Good, head and eyes. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go. Much better. Good, good, good. Nice. That's the best one today. Good, head and eyes. Good, 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 good. Very nice. Picked up speed at the end because he felt falling. See how much you slowed down? You got to keep that speed up. Preload, preload. Good, slow down, head and eyes. Don't slow down too much. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. That's the best one today. All right. Nice. I like it. I notice you're hugging this line and not that, because you don't need all of that.
right, right.
All right, good. Give yourself some confinement. Straight through, straight through, straight through, no stop. That's Andy's fault again. All right, that last U-turn was your best U-turn. You're still leaning with the bike though. I want you to counterbalance.
Yeah.
Good, turn those bars, lean it. Rear brake, rear brake. There we go, make the correction. Started out too quick, but he made the correction. All right, straight through. Good, rear brake, rear brake. Nice. Again, speed's taking him wide. All right, now at the end of that U-turn, when you were coming out of it, you felt, uh-oh, you opened up the clutch and you kind of sped out. Not a big deal. That's trust and belief.
Right.
All right, straight through. Good, head and eyes. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice. All right. Remember, counterbalance if it's comfortable for you. It may not be. Once you start moving, keep your speed where it is. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone the whole time. Use the rear brake when you need it. Head and eyes. Lean the bike, keep it loaded, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, don't idle through it, friction zone. All right, straight through. Preload, preload, preload. Good, rear brake, keep it loaded. Nice, you corrected it. Had a little burst of speed. All right, come to a stop and then it's brake time. Good job. All right, come to a stop and then you can empty your bladder.
Yeah.
Nice, Stacy. All right, come to a stop, then you can empty your bladder. Preload, good. Head and eye, turn those bars, lead it, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Smooth stop. All right, easy with that smooth stop. All right, come to a smooth stop over here, then you can empty your bladder again if you need to. Good, good. Very nice. Your throttle is smooth the whole time you're in that U-turn. There's not a lot of changing. It's always going to look better when you just keep everything consistent. Good job, man. All right, you're looking way better with everything, man. Right turn, smooth stop, empty bladder. Good, head nice. Keep it loaded, rear brake, lean it over. Good, smooth stop. Woo-wee. So you're trying to you're idling through this turn. Friction zone, it should be pulling you through, all right? All right, you're pretty much there. Don't get discouraged, man. Reload. Good, head and eyes, turn those bars, lead it, turn the head and eyes, head and eyes. Good, come to a smooth stop. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's all we need, a little better. All right, come to a smooth stop, and then you can empty your bladder. That thing don't want to stay up. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Smooth stop. Butter, baby. Good job. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 7, figure 8. Not bad at all. Guys, remember, the less stuff you're changing while you're in the middle of that U-turn, the smoother it's gonna be. Andy, you're famous. Nah, this guy was like, where's Andy from? I said, North Carolina. I said, he's your ambassador, North Carolina ambassador. He goes, yeah, that's the doctor, right? Yeah, with the doctor coat. I said, and to show his level of dedication, he's been to more practice sessions in Pula than people that live in Pula. And Pula's not right around the corner for him. It's like a 4-hour ride, right? Yeah, so dedication. You get out what you put in. That's true with anything in life. All right. Any questions on the U-turn? All right, good. Now, as you guys are making U-turns, I'm saying stuff in the microphone. So when you get back home 2 months from now to watch this video when it comes out, it'll help a little bit more too to hear some of the stuff that I'm saying. Plus, yeah. Plus, you know, it's best to watch it when you're not in the thick of it, when you can actually relax and, you know, absorb what the hell I'm saying. Because half the time I'm saying stuff to you guys and it's just like, wah, 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 you know, you're not really, you know. I get it, right? Okay, moving on. Exercise number 7, figure 8. Same width, guys, 27 feet wide. The U-turn, the length didn't matter. Now it does. You got 46 feet in length. Come walk with me, guys. This is your entrance. That's your exit. That's what those cones signify, the doubled cones. You guys are pioneers because I don't normally do this, but I need to start doing this. Have you walk with me. When you come in here, here's where I want you to come. And I want you to put your wheel in the vicinity of right here. It doesn't have to be exactly right here, right? Once you do that, head and eyes. I want you to look at that green cone. What the? Something's going on. It's supposed to be an orange cone under that. All right, anyway, I'll fix that later. Head and eyes. Now, when you go to make your turn, guys, I want you to use all of the space that you have, which means I want you up here. If you're right here, you're going to have to make up for it down there. Now, if your turns are already tight, like Andy, it's not going to matter. You don't need all of this space. But if you need it all, use it all. When you get up here, 12 o'clock, now we're going to switch our eyes and look at that green cone. And that's the green cone we're going to go for. But we're going to use all the space. We're going to hold this turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. People have a tendency to want to start coming out of the turn right here. We're not going for the corner. We were going for this corner. That's it. Now we're going for the side. Hold this turn. Hold it. When you transition, your bike should be facing the highway. It shouldn't be facing this way. You could do it, but if you do it this way, it's going to increase the amount of space you have to make this next turn, right? Now, if you're not comfortable doing this whole thing, like Jose, when you do this, hold that turn, your goal is to come straight here, stop. Nice smooth stop. I want you to stop to the left of this. If you could do that, that's awesome, because now when you do decide, I want to continue, you got all this space. But if you're over here, still possible, but you have to lean the crap out of the motorcycle. I'm trying to show you a way to do this stuff where you can work smarter, not harder. You don't have to lean the bike. You don't have to do anything excessive, right? Okay, for the rest of you, head and eyes, transition. Now we're talking about transitions again. Again, we're not going to transition slow. We don't do it lazily. Head and eyes, transition. Now we're looking for that green cone over there again. Use all of this space. Hold this turn. Use all of this space if you need it. Hold this turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Now you're going to look at that green cone and you're going to go for it. Hold it. Hold it. Again, you're straight. Transition. Do it again. Hold it. You're going to hear me say hold it in the next 3 exercises. And then do it again, and then you exit. So you're doing it twice, right? I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and then you guys are going to show me how it's really done. First time I do it, I'm going to try to use all of the space in here. And then I'm going to tighten it up. The only thing that's going to change with me tightening it up is what? 3 things determine the radius of a turn on a motorcycle. Give me one of them. Speed is 1. It's the number 1 contributing factor to wide turns. Give me another one. Lean angle. One more. And how much you turn the handlebars. So, with that being said, the only thing that's going to change when I tighten it up is lean, handlebars. My speed is going to be the same. Okay? All right. Head nice. Hold it. Head nice. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Use all the space that you have. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. More lean. More handlebar turn. Speed's the same. Boom! You do the whole thing clean, you get a ka-ching. You put a foot down, you hit a cone, no ka-ching. I've had somebody do it clean as ever and then nick the cone going out. Ah, it was so bad. Couldn't give him a ka-ching. I don't make the rules. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, Andy, that's a shame. As good as this figure 8 is going to be, Andy did not enter through the entrance. So, I'm very sorry, buddy. No ka-ching. No ka-ching. Nice. Next. So you're coming out early. You're coming out early on that, Dave. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Now speed is the only thing that took him all the way over there. Good job. That would have been a lot tighter. Because he held it longer, he had more space. But what he chose to do with that space is speed up. So that's the only reason that was wide. Nice and smooth. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. Transition a little faster, Stacy. But he made sure he was facing this way when he transitioned. Look at that. Beautiful. Excellent use of space. And you can see he's using all of it. All of it. He's facing this way when he does his transition. And using all of the space. Excellent, Stacy. Excellent. Used every inch of that space. Blaze is trying to work it out in his head. Good. Head and eyes. Look at the green cone. Hold it. Hold it. Don't slow down too much. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. You're good. You're good. Hold it. 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 Transition. Keep it loaded. Good. Keep your speed up. Good. 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 Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Oh, man. It's because he's looking at it. He's not turning his head. He's looking down. But I'll tell you one thing. That's a damn good first run. Good. Head and eyes. Keep your speed up. Keep your speed up. Turn it. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't worry about the cones. Hold the turn. Hold it. That's 50. I mean, that's 10 push-ups. That's 20. That's 30. Open the clutch. All right, all right. All right, he's off the line, but he's good. Good transition, slow transition. That's why he's right on top of that line right there. Good, 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 good. Good transition. Transition quicker. Good. Oh. Oh, that foot, I mean, your heel just missed that saddlebag guard.
Oh, I'm good.
Why did it drop?
Too slow. I think I actually looked at the ground.
Yeah, but also, yeah, too slow. You pulled in the clutch.
I think I looked at the
That was
ground.
it. That's your boot. That's your boot.
No, that was already there.
Oh, that was there?
I think I got it on a cone.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. All right. Well, good job. Just keep the speed up and make sure when you transition a little bit quicker. All right. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep the speed up. Hold that turn. Head and eyes. He's not looking over here. Transition. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now you're transitioning too early. Don't transition until I tell you to, okay? Come back in. Because they ain't ready. Good. Keep the throttle up. Give me some more preload. A little bit more speed. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. There we go. Keep it loaded. Rear brake. Good. Hold that turn. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Too much speed. Too much speed. Nice, Andy. Good, good, head and eyes. Hold it, transition. Slow down, Dave, too much speed over there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Good, keep your speed in check, good. Good, hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Speed in check, speed in check. Look at the exit. Good job, man. Watch his head. Head and eyes, and then handlebars. Head stays turned. Throttle steady. Oh. Made a correction right there. Very good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right, that's 10. Good. Hold this turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. 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 Transition. Look at the exit. Come on. Come on. You're good. This is it. Don't choke. Keep it loaded. Yeah, buddy. Good. Keep the speed up. Head and eyes. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Watch that foot. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. We're up to 90 push-ups. Very early. Very early. See, he's right on top of those cones up there because he's starting so early up here, but he's good. 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 There we go. Use the space. Use it all. He made the correction right there. Going to the corner right there. Took away a lot of space over here. And that's why he's on that cone. Good. Keep it loaded. Hold that turn. Hold it. Good. 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 Transition. Keep it loaded. Friction zone. Friction zone. Rear brake. Rear brake. Turn your head. You're looking right over there. That's why you're going there. Hey, Ray. Next exercise right there. Park right there. Good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And that was Josh's problem. Instead of him holding that turn and coming here, remember I said when you transition, your motorcycle should be facing the highway. He was facing that way when he made his transition. That's why he hit that cone over there. He gave up a ton of space. Good job. Next exercise right there. All right, Stacy's switching it up. Very nice. And it's good to switch it up. The head and the eyes are perfect. Nice, Stacy. Very nice. Very nice. All right, hold that turn. You started that early. Started that early. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Good. Lean it over, lean it over, lean it over. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Transition. Very nice. Very nice. Hold that turn. Hold it. Nice head and eyes. Nice head and eyes. Transition. Keep it loaded. Good, 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 good. Look at the exit. Good job, brother. Good job. Man, he's like a new man. Good. Keep that speed. Hold it nice. Turn it. Turn it. See, you're going too slow. That's another 10. 20. He's up to 110 push-ups. right, a little early. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. See, he's still transitioning in that corner. Hold it, transition. Go all the way over. Good, hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Now we got money. There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Not bad at all, and again, it's just a matter of putting your wheels where they need to be to make it easier. Again, not impossible, but smarter, not harder. Good job with that. So, where's Josh? The only reason you were hitting cones on the other, not this time, the last time, is because, again, you were starting that transition too early. Remember, I said I want you facing this way, and you were doing it right here. But after that, it's all about turning at the right time, and it just gives you so much more space. You got much less leaning to do, so good job. It's like a metamorphosis. I don't know what's going on, man. This is what I mean when I say everybody learns differently, man. It's like a metamorphosis. All right, any questions about that? All right, guys, winding down. We're almost done, but not really. All right, offset double serpentine, exercise number 8. I told you from that exercise, you're gonna hear me saying hold it, hold it, hold it. A lot now. That includes this exercise. Just in case you don't know what you're looking at, this is the entrance gate, indicated by double cones. There's another one straight up there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. 7 gates. See how my motorcycle's facing? Notice I'm not facing straight. And that's because when you guys come in here, I don't want you to go straight for the gate. You could do it, it's more work though. If you have issues leaning the bike and you go straight to this gate, if you guys want to walk with me, you could, it's up to you. If you have a problem leaning this bike and you turn from here, you're gonna end up all the way over here and you still got to get through this gate. So what people do is they slow down and just kind of creep around. That's not the exercise though, right? So if you're doing that, that's not what I want. So exercise number 5 is going to rear its head again. As soon as you come through this gate, dip. I want you to dip. Come over here. And keep coming over here. The further over you go, the easier this turn is, the less lean you have to do. Jose, see the green cones? All of this applies to you too, except I don't want you to go through this gate. I want you to go around this green cone, dip, come all the way over here. You're gonna go around the green cones. So instead of going through the gate, you're going through the cones. That's the purpose of the green cones. So, dip, hold it, head and eyes. Blaze, your head and eyes is way better now, way better. Head and eyes, look at that gate. And when you go through a gate, I want you to favor the outside cone of the gate. Gives you more space. Head and eyes. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. When you get here, head and eyes, look at the gate you came from. Hold it, hold it. Don't come out here. Hold it. When you transition, you should be facing the gate you came from. Not here. Head and eyes. Handlebars. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes, look at the gate I came from. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start coming out here. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes, transition. It's almost like you're doing figure eights again, right? So I'm going to run through it, and I'm going to do it the way I just instructed you. Holding it so I can make nice loopy turns. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come back at you going right at the gates. Way more work, right? But when you guys do it, don't come back. Do it, go around, do it again. Questions? Comments, concerns, complaints, compliments? I'll take them all. I don't do complaints a lot though. Dip! Head and eyes, hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, transition. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Hold it, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Way more work. All right, let's do it, Andy.
I couldn't resist. Hopefully it'll be edited out.
Actually, it wasn't on camera because it was all the way over there. Remember, counterbalance. Counterbalance. Dip it. Good. There we go. Nice. Hold it right there. That was very nice. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Beautiful. Nice. Hold it, transition, and see how you fall into the next turn. Turn those handlebars, dip it, dip it. Look at that. Very nice. Hold it, dip it. Aggressively, showing the bike who the boss is. That's what I'm talking about. That's what a boss looks like. Dip it. Good. There we go. Hold it, transition. Woo! Just like that, Blades, just like that. Hold it, transition. Oh, beautiful. Using the space nicely. Head and eyes, beautiful. Just keep it, make sure you stay in the friction zone, that's all that is. It's 10 push-ups. You just got to keep that motorcycle in the friction zone. Good. Too far out. Hold it, transition. See, he's still transitioning slow. Dip it, transition, dip it. There we go. It's only his first time through. He'll do this no problem. Go around the green cone. Good. Dip it. All the way over. All the way over. Transition. Hold this turn. Hold this turn. Rear brake. Rear brake. Hold the turn, hold it, hold it. You're not holding the turn. Nah, you're all lost, man, you're lost. That happens, you got lost in the exercise. Dip it. Throttle's too low. Keep it loaded. Dip it to the right, hold it. You're not holding it. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Throttle's too low. Very nice. Last time, Stacy, last time. Nice. A couple of trust and believe moments. But that's why trust and believe is so important. It comes up all the time. Good. I'd like a little bit more dip, but I'll take it. There we go. Hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. See, he wasn't dipping, he wasn't holding it a lot up here, but as he progressed in this exercise, he saw it was getting tight, so then he held it a little bit longer. That's all you need to do. Good. 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 Hold it, hold it. Transition. Very nice. Knife head nice. But you see he's right on top of these gates now. And that's from not holding it long enough. So he's actually beyond that gate. But, he took out the last cone. Good, keep the speed up, keep it loaded. Oh, thank you. Keep it loaded, head and eyes. Hold it, transition. Keep the speed up, keep the speed up. You're going too slow. You're good, transition, good. Lean it in there. Look at the next gate, look at the next gate. There you go. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold. Slow down. Slow down. Transition. Yeah. See, now you're right on top of it. Slow down. Dip it. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. You're not turning enough. Transition. Go ahead. Start over. Start over. Good. Dip it. Hold that turn. Transition. Hold this turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. There we go. Slow down. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Too much speed. Good. Hold that turn. Keep the bars turned. Keep it turn, keep it turn, keep it turn, keep it turn, transition. Good, keep it turn. Oh. Watch that foot, open it, up. All right. We're up to 150.
Yeah.
Last time. Good, dip it, transition. Hold that turn. Oh, slow down, you're going too fast. Transition too early. Last time. Slow down, good. Hold it, transition. Good, hold that turn. Hold it. Keep the speed right there, hold it. Transition. Good, keep the speed up. Keep it up, keep the speed up. Keep the ball turn, hold the turn, slow down. Transition. Good, keep it loaded. Good, just like that, hold that turn, hold it. Transition. Good, nice and easy. Keep it loaded. Hold the turn, transition. Hold that turn, hold it. Nice. Love the support. Preloaders and V.I.Preloaders over there. Giving them a hand clap. And he deserves it. All right, guys, last numbered exercise. Abominable snowman time, baby. I feel like I'm about to be attacked. We got a doctor, I feel safe with the doctor approaching me. But then again, he's got company. You guys look badass. All right. Keep in mind, guys, the goal is not for you to get everything today. Right? It's just not going to happen like that. But you should leave here knowing what I need work on, right? So in the offset double serpentine, some of you guys that were having issues, like blades, whatever, the issue is the inconsistency of your speed. Everything's going to feel like, you know, worse when it's not steady. And the bike is like, and you're trying to do a bunch of stuff with the bike not. So you got to be able to get some, in time, you're going to have to gain clutch control, throttle control, right? And that's all going to come, with confidence, and once that happens, watch how much easier everything else gets. Once we learn to relax and just be smooth with everything we're doing, particularly that rear brake, right? I mean, that rear brake is just like, right? Yeah. Right, but that's fine. That's fine. So that's why I also encourage people to practice the slow ride and don't use the rear brake. Preload the throttle, open up the clutch. As soon as it starts to move, pull it in. Let it work out. As soon as you feel like you need power, open, close. Just do that. Just do it that way. Right? It's going to get you accustomed to relying less on the rear brake. Remember, it's there to help you. So when you do that, that's just a drill. When you're riding, I want you covering it all the time. Right? Cover it at slow speeds. We clear? Beautiful. All right. Welcome to exercise number 9. This is the last numbered exercise. This is the Abominable Snowman. It's going to be abominable for some, not all. What makes it abominable? That circle at the top. These green cones, or lime green, whatever the hell it is, some neon, it separates the circles. That's what they're for. That's it. Right now, you're standing in the 27-foot circle. 27 feet. Keep in mind, a circle is tighter than a box. All right? We got 27, 25, 22, 18. 18 feet, you need a black card to get up there. All right? Not American Express. It's the Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle black card. I'm kidding. If you want to try it, knock yourself out. But remember, I'm all about building confidence. So if you know you haven't made anything even close to an 18-foot turn in a box, why would you try it in a circle? Right? It's just so much tighter. All right. With that being said, here's the keys to success here. What I like about this is there's pretty much something here for everyone. If 27 feet is all you're going to do, when you come in here, whether you go right or you go left, if you come in here going right the first time, I want you to go left the second time and vice versa, right? So if you're going to make a left turn, obviously, if you're going to make a left turn, you got to go right first. When you come over here, I want you to put your wheel right here, in the vicinity of here. Come in. Don't do it from here. If you turn from here, remember, we're in a circle. If you give this up, it's going to catch you over there. Bring your wheel here. Notice you're not coned in here, right? I don't have you coned in. So if you put your wheel right here, I'm not going to be mad at you, right? And once you get here, that's placement. Placement, hug them. That's what you're going to hear me say, hug them. Hug these two cones. That's 1, that's 2. Meaning I want you all the way up here. I don't want you here. I want you here. Because if you don't hug these two cones, if you put your wheel here and then start your turn like this, you give it up here, it's going to catch you there. All right? So, placement, hug them, commit. Now you commit to the turn. If you just want to do it one time, go around. That's your entrance and your exit. Go right back out. If you want to do it twice, just stay in the circle, go around again. But keep in mind, we're not on train tracks. If you're going to stay in here, you might have to make some adjustments to keep the trajectory that you're on. Sometimes you got to open the handlebars up a little bit. Sometimes you got to tighten them up, speed up, slow down. All depends on what's going on, what you're feeling. If you go, all right, nice 27 feet. I'm going to move on to 25 feet. Hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. All this is holding the turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Come in here. Come across, try not to hit this cone. Placement. Boom. Again, if you put your wheel here, I'm not going to be mad. Placement. Hug them. Commit. When you get up here, I want you up here. I guarantee you get all the way up there, watch how much more room this is going to be. People rip themselves off, and that's what makes it tighter. If this is all you want to do, go right back into 27, go around, and go out. But if you want to keep going, so on and so forth. 22 feet, placement, hug them, commit. And if you want to go up into my neighborhood, if you look at the ground, Pete's been in my neighborhood all day today, abusing the ground. Placement, hug them, commit. Right? Now, depending on your skill level, 27 feet might be tight. So if that's the case, don't give up space. Placement, hug them, commit. Now, the BMW motorcycle, I don't know how much those handlebars turn, but you're going to be fine at 27 feet. Some people have to do placement, hug them, and I got to have them commit from here because their bars don't turn as much. And I'm not trying to have you leaning a whole lot. Okay? Any questions? All right, I'm going to demonstrate it. Helmet, you guys can stand here if you want. Yeah, I prefer you stay here so you can hear what I'm saying. Placement, hug them, commit. And you can follow me all the way up there if you want. Dip, placement, hug them, commit. I'm covering the rear brake. I'll use it if I need it. Head and eyes, hold it, hold it. Come all the way over. Placement, hug them, commit. All the way over. Placement, hug them, commit. Nothing scraping, right? Placement, hug them, commit. So I'm using all the space, all of it. I'm gonna come all the way up here. All the way up here. Nothing scraping. If I don't go over to the top, then I gotta scrape. Placement, hug them, commit. Nothing changes. We good? All right, let's do it. All right, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate
all
you,
do,
man. Appreciate
I
you, man.
enjoyed that,
Thanks for
guys.
coming out.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for the help. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed your bride. She was? Oh, man, that sucks. Wanted to say hi to her. Okay. Yeah, like on Stacy's bike, he's got to come in earlier because his bars don't turn as early. Placement, commit. Very nice. He went for it, baby. So yeah, you came in here and got gun shy. You were going slow, which is not a big deal. You still could have did it. But once it leaned over, you was like, I don't like this. Clutch in. I'm very surprised you tried it in here. You didn't even go for it in the U-turn box.
I had to try it once.
You can go that way. Oh, you're good either way. Yeah, so that's all that happened, guys. He also didn't place his wheels all the way over here. But he's never tried it before, and listen, I understand. You get freaked out. You go to lean, you look, and you see how tight it is, and you forget two things. One, there's nothing to hit except some cones. So if you go wide, no big deal. And two, trust and believe. All right, he's starting these turns very early. You starting these turns very early. Like,
I thought I was swinging out wide.
yeah, I wanted you here, placement,
Oh, so you mean it's not that I'm...
and you're here.
Close to here, I'm starting too early.
Yeah, you're here. So because you're here, you're like, I got to really lean this bike when you really don't if you would have came over
Well,
there.
if I'd quit letting the throw...
Loving the custom dynamics lights on the back of this bike.
Yeah, appreciate it. I was going to ask you something later on.
Okay. And loving the tab performance.
Now I done got in my head, man. I think I'm just tired.
Yeah, it could be that too. Shut it off. You're going into the lean without keeping the power. Yo, that's all that happened there. But she's protected, still not a scratch on her. All the way over, too early, too early, too early. Head and eyes, Dave. Good, head and eyes, Dave. Good, good. Good wheel placement. All the way over, all the way over. Commit, commit. Good, good, good. All the way over. Hug him, commit, commit. Shut it off. It's the same thing, man. You go to commit and it's like, uh-oh.
It's just like a freeze up. Yep.
I got it.
Only I'll get up here and get it done. Keep coming at it.
The other ones look good, man. Your wheel placement's perfect.
Good.
And when you came up here, your wheel placement wasn't bad either. It's
Right,
just
it's
that
getting
lean.
it and getting it over and
Yeah.
staying with it.
What I like to do with you is, or you can do it on your own.
Right.
Work on U-turns. When you're doing your U-turns, work in the 18-foot box.
Tell you what, end of the day, we'll talk about it some more.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I mean, I was going to ask you some stuff.
Yeah, yeah, okay. All the way over, all the way over. Hug those two cones, commit. Keep your speed up, keep it loaded, good, good, good. If you're going in here, all the way over, hug them, commit. All right, you started that early, lean it over, lean it over, lean it over. Look at you, man, look at you. Easy on that rear brake. All right, don't worry about it. Good job, man. Really good job. I should have told him if you can't do the other one, just keep going around this one and go back through. That's the entrance and the exit. All the way over, all the way over. You're not all the way over. Look where you're starting to turn. Stop. He's starting to turn here. I mean, he's way away from that cone. There's no way he's making that. Head and eyes, head and eyes. All the way over, all the way over. All right, hug him, commit, commit, commit. Watch that foot, watch that foot.
Tighter than on TV. That's for sure. I'll go back up.
Keep it loaded, man, keep it loaded. All right, don't worry about it, man. Get this throttle up. That's the entrance, good. Nice. Good. Keep your throttle right there. Ah, you missed it. Excellent, Andy. All right, guys, one more time. Remember, this is your entrance and your exit. So I meant to tell you that, Blaze, when you were in here. If you know you're not going to do the 18 feet, just go back around the 25 or 22, whatever you're in, and just come back. Okay? All right. Who's up? Stacy? You going to the top, Stacy?
Nope.
Okay. So 22 feet and come back. Stacy said nope. Good, good. There we go, right back up. Ah, keep it loaded. Nice, trust and believe. Nice. Good. Hug him. Commit. Hug him. Commit. Slow down. Slow down. Good. Watch your speed all the way over. Hug him. Commit. Commit. You're not committing. Too much speed. Good, good. Too early, too early. Too early, that's 10 push-ups. All right, you can park over here. All the way over, all the way over. Hug him. Commit. Good, good. Keep that speed. Good. Very nice. Nice head and eyes. All the way over. Hug him. Commit. 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 Lean it. Let it go. Good. You can go right back out if you want, or you can go around again. Lean it over. Lean it over. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Straight out. All the way over. Hug him. Commit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Easy. Good, good. That's right. Listen to it. Keep it loaded. Money, baby. Money. Oh, come on. Come on. You got it. There you go. All the way over. All the way over. Good. Hug him. Whoa. All right, you started that turn too early. Keep it loaded. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep that foot up. That's 20 more. 20 more. All right, yeah, he's just going to have to practice. He's got to get more comfortable on that motorcycle in particular. I think new handlebars will help him because he's stretching. All right, keep the speed up. You don't want to go too slow. Good. That's a nice speed. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. All the way over to the right. All the way over to the right. Hug those cones. Commit. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. You're looking right at that cone. That's why you're going to it. Good. Head and eyes. Look over here. Good, good. Easy on that rear brake. Nice. All the way over. Hug them. Keep it up. Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. Good. Head and eyes. Look over your shoulder. Keep the speed up. Easy on that rear brake. Easy on that rear brake. All right. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the bonus exercise, to lean or not to lean. And we already know what Andy's going to do. On that KTM or his Harley, it doesn't really matter. Let's see if anybody can get close to him. Anybody got any questions on the Snowman? So some of you guys, yeah, as you started doing it more, you improved. You're making corrections. That's good. Also, you're getting a little bit smoother. You're holding the turn. One thing I like about that exercise is, for a lot of these exercises, I'm always trying to figure out where's a safe place for me to stand. And a lot of times I've been learning, no, it's not a safe place. But I learned that if I'm at this part of your motorcycle, I'm safe. And you can hear me. It's perfect. So that's why I'm not stalking you. I'm following you around in there talking, you know. And if I see you giving a little bit too much of this, not enough of that, I can tell you right there and watch you correct it. Beautiful, right? But remember, all we're doing in there is maintaining a U-turn, right? So practice on the U-turns, and once you get proficient in that, because it's not any different. I want you guys to understand that if you look at a competition rider and what they're doing on motorcycles, it's the same stuff we're doing. Like, they're not making 12-foot U-turns. You can't do something that's outside of what the motorcycle can actually do. All they're doing is practicing and practicing and practicing the same stuff we're doing, right? I'm not saying we're trying to be in a competition, but the point is, there's no magic pill. They're not learning anything special. It's just practice, practice, practice. Wheel placement, practice, practice, practice. All right? Okay. Bonus exercise. To lean or not to lean. Quite simply, that's what we're doing here. Now, again, with Andy's KTM, he can kind of serpentine this whole thing. Bags or not. He can serpentine the whole thing. If you're riding a longer wheelbase motorcycle, you got to do this straight up. Every time your rear wheel passes the cone, that cone counts. The goal is to see who can get the most cones. There's 7 cones altogether, right? Now, it's called to lean or not to lean because sometimes people might start turning late on the next turn. And if they don't get past that cone, it won't count. That might be the cone that makes them the winner. So in that case, they might have to turn the bars and lean, trust and belief. Open up the clutch, cha-ching, and get that cone, right? Any questions on this? Now, that's all I'm going to say. I never give advice about this. I want you to take everything we've covered today and work this out. Now, I had people yesterday on a long wheelbase motorcycle, trying to do it like a serpentine. I can tell you right now, that shit's not going to work, all right? Going fast ain't going to work either. To lean or not to lean, that is the question. So if I go too far, uh-oh. Trust and believe. All right, let's do it. That's 7. Oh, he's done. That's 2. He put his foot down after the rear wheel passed the cone, so the cone counts. Highway peg to fold it in. Alright, you gotta turn that wheel sooner, that's the problem. Nice! To lean or not to lean, baby. That's 4. That's the only issue, it's turning the handlebars too late. Too slow, I should say. right here, he's not fully locked. So this ain't happening. Yep. 3. That's it, you're out. That water thing hit it. Dave, you gotta be going slow. Turn these bars. Turn them all the way. See, slowly turning. Oh, that's it. All right, Jose on the R18. Afterwards, if I remember, I'll let them know the keys to success. He's going too fast. Yeah, that's it. You're out. 1. 1. 1. Doing best of 3. I forgot to tell him that. He should be good on this Chief. Good. Up. That's it. 3. All right. Let's see. Slow down. It's going a little fast here. Oh, he just missed that cone. See, he's going a little too fast here. Bars, turn them. See, he's turning late. Stacy said, I'm going for it. Lean. Okay, speed's good. Turn all the way, keep it turned. See, these need to be full lock turns, and they're not. And without full lock turns, it's going to catch them eventually, right here. 4. Take the cup out. See, there you go, full lock turn. That's what you got to do. Turn it, lock it. Nope, he's right on top of this cone, so. That's it. 3. Nice. So I did say I'm gonna break this up into categories as far as motorcycles. So for the adventure bike, Andy's got it. He's the only adventure bike. I don't know what happened there with Dave. 0. And for the baggers, it'll be another category as far as a winner. Coming in here a little too fast. Good, brake, brake, brake. Turn those bars. Yeah, he needs new bars, no doubt about it. I just saw that. He's in an extremely awkward position when he turns the bars all the way to the right. And when he watches this video, I want him to see it. He's got to change those bars. They're too low. Turn it. No, turn too late. That's 3. That's 5. See, too much speed. He's way past that first cone. If you're way past the first cone, you automatically made everything else tighter. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Lean it in. Ah! That's 5. Now I'm gonna give you guys tips. I always say I'm not gonna do it in the beginning because it's not fair. Well, first of all, I have to break this up into categories. So for the adventure bike, of course, Andy gets it. He's the only adventure bike here. And for the bagger, Stacy is actually tied with Blaze. 5 cones. So good job. Here's the key to success in here. Some of you guys are coming in here going too fast, first of all. Second of all, you can't make lazy turns in here. As soon as you pass that first cone, you got to lock those bars. Go, and when you're going to make the next turn, lock them. You guys are turning like this. You don't have the space for that, right? Especially if you're already going too fast. So, lock. lock, lock, lock. That's the key to success in there. And you can't do that going too fast, obviously. And when you first came in, you were going way too fast. But you slowed down, but by the time you slowed down, you were already so far past that first cone.
First, second, or third time.
Yeah, it's gonna start tightening up on you.
I think that if you went a third time, you would have been really.
Yeah, because he got to, first time was funny, he got a big ass cup hanging out the side.
I was like, what? Damn.
All right, it's follow the leader time. Anybody not participating in follow the leader? Good. All right, rules are very simple. Do as I do it the way I do it. You do it any other way. If you do it any other way, pull your motorcycle right here and park it, shut it off, because that's it for you. We're gonna do a circle around you. We're gonna blow our horns, and then we're gonna keep moving. You won't be alone for long, don't worry about it. Anybody tired? Okay, you want me to get you out of here quick, just let me know. I'll get you out of here nice and quick. All right. If you put a foot down, you're out, and you owe me 10 push-ups. Pull right here, circle. You hit a cone, you're out. I'm letting you know when I get to exercise number 4, I'm gonna make a right turn and a left turn from a stop. I'm gonna be right in the middle. Yesterday it was funny, I forgot, oh, it was Lee. Lee was all the way to the right, and he stopped and he just said, all right, I'm out, right? Yeah, if you're at the right or the left, you're out. Just pull into the middle. I'm also gonna put my tire, see those 2 lines? I'm putting my tire on the second line. Not the first one, the second. If your tire is any place other than that, you're out. Questions?
I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average, the cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm ballin' like trade. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
All right, the slow race, where the winner is the loser. Whoever's rear wheel, not the far end of your bags, rear wheel, passes these cones, last is the winner. If you put your foot down, stop right there, all right? I'm gonna put my arm up in the air. I'm gonna say on your mark, get set. My hand's gonna come down on go. If my hand hits my leg and I see your foot still on the ground, you're out. Just stay right there. Best of 3. If Andy wins twice, it's over. If Jose wins twice, it's over. All right? If it's just them two, we got a runoff, we'll do a runoff. Everybody clear? Preloaders and V.I.Preloaders, start your engines. No. On your mark. Get set. Go. Do it again. Oh, Ray's doing good. Winner. All right, Andy. Exit interview. Exit interview. It's over, Andy. It's over. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
4.5.
Any change in that number?
How about 4.55?
Listen, whatever, as long as it's going up, because I still think the number's low, but always a pleasure to see you, man.
I'm glad you think it's a little bit higher than what it is, because that enforces my confidence with everything.
Okay,
you
good,
So
good.
and
And
that's
I don't,
why I always start low and then
yeah,
look for your reaction as well.
yeah, and I don't blow smoke. I'm never gonna bullshit you. So if it's too high, I won't even say anything. But if it's too low, that's when I go, come on. All right?
That's a good thing then. Thanks again.
You too, man. Pleasure, man. Always a pleasure to see you.
Always.
What's your name?
My name is Josh Rogers.
Where you from?
Stanley, North Carolina.
How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
About eight and a half years.
Okay. What are you riding today?
A 2021 Indian Chieftain Dark Horse.
That's a nice looking bike too. Excellent custom dynamics lights on the back.
Yes, sir.
Tab performance.
Yep.
Just sounds good and then it looks good. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
I don't do dedicated practice so much, but if I got time to ride, I got time to practice.
That's right, brother. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
3.5.
3.5. Sandbagging. All right, man. Definitely sandbagging. You enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
What'd you rate yourself when we first came out?
A 1.
Any change in that number?
Leave it at a 1.
Okay.
We
But
need
you know
some
what you need to work on.
improvement.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Likewise.
All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
3.
Any change in that number?
3.5.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
2. Appreciate
All right,
you coming
man.
out.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You enjoy yourself?
I did. Had a blast.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
A 6,
Any change in that number?
7,
7. Good.
6.5 maybe.
No, come on now. Shake my hand. I got to get you before you start going
All right,
down.
all right.
7. I like 7. Way better. Always a
sir.
pleasure, brother.
Hopefully I'll see you in November,
Yeah.
if not sooner.
Okay, yeah. It might be sooner. You enjoy yourself?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Andrew Schultz,
Where you from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
8 years.
What are you riding today?
KTM 890 Adventure.
Ah. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
For a little over 2 years.
Rating 1 to 10, slow speed?
Somewhere between a 7 and an 8.
Okay, and great job today, champ, on, I mean, it's been a long time, man. This is good, man. I can't wait until November. I don't think there's anything going to change, just so you know.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better. That's what I'm saying. Nothing's going to change in November. You hear that, Q? Nothing's going to change in November. The only difference is you're going to lose in Pooler this time. Did you enjoy yourself?
Had a blast. Fantastic time.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
A 6.
Any change in that number?
Yes.
Okay.
I quickly learned that I'm probably a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what you need to work on.
I know. That's the good thing.
Very
I now
humbling
know.
out here.
Yeah.
Pleasure, brother.
Nice to meet you, Robert.
You too,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you.
All right, guys, listen, practice session number 77 is in the book. Once again, I want to thank Cox's Harley-Davidson. Just huge, huge. Guys, I love coming here to do practice sessions, and I can't wait to come back. And I quite frankly, I don't want to wait until next year to come back to North Carolina. So don't be surprised if you hear an announcement for me coming back here in maybe like September or something. I'll get with Trey. Trey works for the Riding Academy here at this dealership. I'll talk to him and see what the availability is. and we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it out here. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, and I need to head home to my bride. So again, guys, if you get anything out of this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All of that stuff helps me out. It's free. You only have to do it once. And share these videos with people that you know and love, and even somebody that you don't even know, but you see that they can use the help, right? Because that's what this is all about. Each one, teach one, sharing this information. All right, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you have time to practice on it. It's that simple. Until next time.